Hey, Travis, you're here first. Hey, welcome everyone. This is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. Hey, I need my headphones. I knew something was quite right here. Yeah, I feel a little naked without my headphones. Anyway, so welcome to all those of you who are joining. I just started this 15 seconds ago, so I'll give you some time. If you're watching this later on, I'll leave this vid up for all who got the link. I'll probably make it unlisted after a while, meaning it won't be on our homepage, but I'll leave it up for everyone to watch from the beginning. Maybe you joined midway, but right now it's almost 8:30 Pacific time for me, so we'll see if you're watching live or not. In case a lot of people comment later on, like I'll see it tomorrow, like, hey, how come you didn't say anything to me? It's because you were watching after the fact. So 8:30 Pacific time, you can figure out if this is live for you right now. So I see a few of you guys have gotten your notifications already within the first minute. I see, hey, Travis and Johnny Bravo and Authentically Kennedy. Hey, Kika. Let's see. I look like a girl. Let's show this one. I guess we have a hater here. Owls. I look like a girl. Great, cool. I have long hair, so I'm 52 and I got long hair. Awesome. You know, you won't say I look like a girl if you ever play some basketball against me. You know. Anyway, if you want to try to fit in here, owls, that's cool. If you're just gonna sit here and say stupid crap, I'll just boot your ass off and go pollute some other live stream. Anyway, what's up to Pat and Darth Vegan and Jim and Emily Pete? Oh, it looks like I just got my notification right now too. I wonder why it takes longer for some. And Terry, what is up, guys? Pat Durr and Cats. Melov Cats, I think. Is that it? Hey, Tracy. Wow, our moderator Tracy's here. I didn't think I was going to see you for another few weeks. Tracy's been like, I don't know if I can share this, moving, so I won't share how much. I'll let her feel free to disclose as much, but I thought you'd be busy right now. Rick's World TV. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, Gene or Jean. Yeah, I know I don't look as old as the haters like to say. I know exactly what people look like at my age. I follow them on Facebook all the time. So I always laugh when someone says I've aged rapidly for my age. Like, no, you have no idea what 52-year-olds look like. Go look at your dads and moms and stuff. Anyway, it's just funny. Let's see, is Al's still here, or did he just say his stupid stuff and leave? I think he just said his stupid stuff and left. Well, if you want to say anything intelligent, owls, you're welcome to, but, if you're just going to say stupid stuff. Let's see. I'm going to view this deleted message. Tracy caught him. Soy boy. I hardly ever eat soy, but a few nights or days ago, Angie made us a really delicious tofu scramble. Like, that's probably the first time I had tofu all year. So, Owls is probably eating way more soy than I am, since he's probably eating all that factory raised cattle and chicken, which are fed grains and soy. So actually, you probably got more soy in the Owls, but I'm gonna boot your ass out of here. Or Tracy, would you mind just banning or blocking our friend Owls here, so I don't have to see him in the comments again? He's obviously proven he can't. If he's anti-vegan, that's cool. If you want to come here and try to convince me to not be vegan, awesome. But saying soy boy is not an argument. It just makes you look like a freaking idiot. Anyway. So if you don't mind banning him for me, Tracy, that'd be awesome. Because sometimes I try to ban someone and the chat moves, and I'm afraid I'm going to ban a cool person, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, Tracy, our moderator, has moved to California. Not quite near me yet, here in Southern California, but she has made the move to California, so that is cool. So hopefully we'll be seeing Tracy a little bit more. What else is going on here, guys? Well, I got 60 folks just like that in a few minutes of just being on. Right on, guys. And many more will come when they get their notifications. Soy division, I know, huh? It's funny. How is that an insult to call someone a soy boy? It's like I don't understand. Like, oh, I'm not going to be vegan anymore because you called me a soy boy. Like, that's supposed to be offensive? I mean, there's so many mean things I could hurl back at meat eaters and I don't. But anyway, I don't understand how that's supposed to be a put down. If anyone can explain that to me, it's just like a cool little rhyme, if I eat soy, I'd make a freaking t-shirt that says soy boy, but I don't really eat soy all that often to really warrant that. Life with me, is fish bad for you? Well, first of all, yeah, if you're vegan, you're not eating fish, and you're not eating it most likely because you're against it's the the practice of killing and exploiting sentient beings so that some greedy or not so greedy humans can profit. So, I mean, yeah, we just don't eat fish. And is it bad for you? I mean, I'm not a health expert. I'm not a medical doctor or nutritionist, but it's a well-known fact that the fish that we're eating now, it's not like the fish of like, say, 100 years ago. I've done some videos on this. I forgot what the percentages all, but basically every major fishery is on the verge of collapsing in the next decade or so from overfishing. And most all fish have some kind of pollutants, even ones you think they'd be in the cleanest waters of the world. So yeah, you've heard about mercury buildup in fish. So why are you asking that? Just kind of curious. Life with me wants to also know how I get my zinc and iron. Couple ways. One way is just by eating a healthy, balanced vegan diet. And I've gone to doctors in the past who were worried about my iron. As soon as I tell them I'm vegan, oh, we got to get your iron tested. You're probably anemic. And this is before I took any supplements for in any way, shape, or form. Just eating whole food plants. Like 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years before even taking any supplements whatsoever. I only started taking supplements so I could get some more gains at the gym for basketball. But my long story short is I was never low in any of these elements, particularly iron, not anemic in any way, not even close. That's a myth that vegans are and vegetarians are in no greater risk of being anemic or iron deficient. As far as I know, again, not a medical doctor, nutritionist, but that's what I remember from the videos I've researched on it. So it's not an issue. But if you are concerned, if you happen to be low for whatever your diet is, a lot of people are low and they're not vegans, you can take a supplement. And many vegan supplements, I just moved them. The healthy cell things. Have you guys seen me like showing that in the past few videos? Those have those minerals in there too that vegans are concerned about. So it's not an issue whatsoever. Yeah. I did forget to turn on the lava lamp today. My bad. Let's see, what else? Let's see, Michael Askew, Dark Side is your only favorite Floyd album? My favorite Floyd album is actually the one they did right after that, which is called Wish You Were Here. And it's not too much different, so check it out if you haven't already. I mean, the whole album, not just the one song, but the whole friggin' album. Let's see. So what else you guys all asking about here? Yeah, I see Jerry's, I guess he's responding to some of the other questions here I missed. Walnuts have omega-3, spinach too. Yeah, ground flaxseed. It's really not that hard to get your omega-3s as a vegan, despite what people might tell you. I mean, fish have it only because they eat algae. Is that from the original question, Life with Me? Yeah, fish have it because they're eating algae. It's not like fish are factories, biological factories that somehow spontaneously or non-spontaneously produce omega-3 fatty acids. They get it because of their diet. They're eating plants. So humans can eat the plants too. I'm saying you can take an algae supplement if you want to make sure you're getting it, omega-3s, and rather than eat the fish who ate the algae, just go straight to the source. More efficient, and it can be raised in a cleaner environment than like getting factory caught fish, which has all the problems I mentioned earlier. So yeah, not a problem as a vegan. Take a supplement if you want, but you can just make sure you have a diverse vegan diet. There's plenty of plant foods like the ones we just talked about here. Ground flax seeds is probably the most common one you hear talked about that have omega-3s. Random question. Author, shouldn't Animals be my favorite Floyd album? It's one I like. I don't know if it's my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite, but yeah, I don't think too many fans consider Animals to be their best album. Not a bad album, but not their best. Let's see, Kevin Britko, first live stream here for you. Wow, I've been doing these for ages, Britton. Yeah, you saw me running for office in Long Beach. Yes, definitely. But that's over for me. There were 7 of us running for the City Council District 2 seat. And the top 2 vote getters from the March primary are going to be in a runoff for the November election. And I wasn't one of the top 2. I was in 5th, so I'm done. Let's see. Produce on pills. What would I say to someone who says they require animal products because they have Crohn's? I know people with Crohn's. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, and I've not seen it eating meat as like some kind of prescription or remedy or cure or treatment for Crohn's disease. In fact, it's my experience. I've seen people improve their Crohn's symptoms and from eating a vegan diet. So I would get medical advice on that. Just if someone claims that, just talk to your doctor about that. But just because someone says that doesn't mean it's true. I'd like to see the where they're getting that information from. Do they have some research, or they're just using that as an excuse? Because I've seen, like I said, people improve. Have I ever donated my hair? No, I didn't consider that when I cut my hair earlier last year. I didn't think that would, and it didn't even cross my mind. I probably should have, in retrospect now. All right, let's see what else you guys talking about here. Did I listen to Craft Bells? Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, it's kind of sort of off in the direction of music I make. Not quite though. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, it just wasn't my cup of tea. Maybe I heard too poppy of a song or something like that. I like, like a little more sadness in the music or something like that. I wasn't even getting that, but yeah, I'll check out some more for sure. I just heard like one or two kind of poppy songs, but I guess maybe that's their thing. Is it? Let me know. Not bagging on them. I'm not saying they're bad or nothing. It wasn't like, I was bummed or anything like that. Let's see. Henry, wait, tell me more about this, Henry. Lots of vegans on YouTube losing their teeth. I think it deserves a video. Tell me, who has lost their teeth? I mean, non-vegans lose teeth as well, but who's losing their teeth as vegans? Let me know this. Are any of you guys out there besides who was it that asked that? Henry, Alex, aware of vegans losing their teeth? It's not part of being vegan. I mean, let's see if you guys are talking about that. Who is losing their teeth as vegans? Let's see. I don't see anyone. Have any guys been losing teeth as I mean, I had one tooth extracted about 6 years ago. But that didn't have to do with me being vegan. Yeah, except for that and my wisdom teeth, I have all my teeth. Cool. And Travis is vegan and has teeth. Are there, Tracy has her teeth. So what is this dude talking about, Henry? What are you talking about? That vegans losing their teeth? Is there a particular vegan or vegans? Henry he's totally disappeared. He just kind of threw that out there and disappeared. But give me a name. If there's all these vegans, as you say, they're losing teeth, and there's a video, give me a couple names. I'm not doubting you. I just want to know who these people are. All these vegans. Has like Mike the Vegan been losing teeth? Vegan Gains been losing teeth? I guess Foot Soldier could, but we wouldn't know because he has that hat on. His Paul from Inch Herbivore been losing teeth. He's not coming back. No one knows what he's talking about. So I guess it's not really a big deal. I guess we're not really seeing a bunch of vegans, particularly vegan YouTubers, losing their teeth. So, oh well, I was really interested to hear if all these vegans started losing their teeth. And Race Lever, I saw you pop on. I should have said hi to you when you came on earlier. I guess I was mid-thought, but good to see Tracy and Race here tonight. Cool. Let's see, Mark. Any foods that really give you more consistent energy throughout the day? I mean, I don't have any particular special foods I go to for like consistent energy throughout the day. It just, it's just basically, for me at least, my personal experience, eating a good, clean, healthy, whole food, plant-based diet. I like fruit in the morning with my smoothies, and I move on to, non-raw stuff after that. But that's how I roll personally. That works really well for me. Oh, William Shanks, you got travel plans. Let's see. Here lies my 2020 travel plans, your 2020 travel plans to Europe and LA. Let me see. I'm curious to see if you're coming out here. You're kind of bold traveling this year. Things are all weird, obviously. But yeah, and thanks for the super chat tip too, William Shanks. You are the first super chat tip of the evening. Hopefully not the last. So yeah, I'll be looking for your Let's see. So Henry's back, our teeth person. He says, people bashing me. I don't know if they're bashing you. They just want to know what you're talking about. You said all these vegans losing their teeth. You said the teeth thing is keeping me up at night. Well, what teeth thing, Henry? You still are not telling us what is this teeth thing, and who are all these YouTubers or vegans losing their teeth? So let us know. I guess we're not bashing you. We're just a little frustrated that you're making this bold claim, and it's one that's keeping you up at night, but you're not really telling us what give us the info. What's the evidence? Tell us who are these vegans losing their teeth. Kika, I always like the political questions. Yeah, what do I think about Biden? I think he's terrible. Yeah, I mean, you guys know. Yeah, he was not my first, second, or third, or fourth choice or even fifth choice probably for the Democratic ticket. However, compared to his opponent, he's immensely way more qualified and competent. That's not saying much. I think, all of you guys have like a teenage brother or sister are probably infinitely more qualified than we have now. Complete honest there. But that's my opinion there. I really wish it was, you guys know Bernie Sanders or Andrew Yang were my first two choices for sure. But anyway, let's see. Okay, Henry, they say their teeth fell out all of a sudden. Who is they, Henry? Are you just going to troll us here all night? Who is they? Okay, I got to make sure I'm not missing the follow-up from William Shanks here to see his travel plans. Let's see. I'm not seeing it yet. See what William's up to. But anyway, so all we know is someone's teeth fell out all of a sudden. That's just something wrong. I mean, if no matter what diet you're on, if you're vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, carnivore, paleo, whatever, if all of a sudden you're having a bunch of teeth loss, something's wrong. Go see your dentist, go see your doctor. Okay, so, but I'm gonna say, I've never heard of like lots of teeth being falling out as a feature of any diet whatsoever. Something is going wrong. Henry, well, you don't remember the name, so I guess they're not that important, I guess. I'm saying that here, me and Angie, we're not losing our teeth as vegans. All the people here in the comments are not losing their teeth as vegans. So if you have some fear or anxiety about losing teeth as a vegan, I'm sure I could search vegan losing their teeth. I'm sure there's idiot channels like, VD, I'm not going to mention her stupid channel name, that'll make up some crap about that. Someone will say any vegan, anti-vegan person, a vegan hater will make up something that you can search and find something. But as far as what is actually reality, that's just not common. If so, I would tell you about all my vegan teeth loss, and I'll tell you about Angie's, and all the people here in the comments would say, yeah, I've been losing my teeth too as a vegan. Who knew it was connected to veganism? Whoa, I got to rethink it all. So I guess you're trying to convince me to quit. Maybe that was part of my title here, but I was going to say, yeah, we're not losing our teeth, so you should not stay up at night worrying about this, Henry. So anyway, let's see some more questions here. Hopefully we put that one to rest. It's just, you're just tripping on nothing, basically. All right, so Turkey has lost teeth in his dreams or her dreams. So, okay, so you can lose a lot of teeth as a vegan if you're asleep and unconscious. Oh, race lover. That is pretty funny. I didn't see that at first. That's yeah. Let's see. Gene A. Hey Ryan, do you jog or what exercise? Sorry to yell. Hey, no, it depends. Every day I do something a little bit different. Yeah. So today I jogged, went out for like 25 minutes, just ran out in the sun in the middle of the day. I was trying to get vitamin D. That's why I tried to keep it short, just like a little over 2 miles. So I don't think I got too burnt, but yeah, I ran a little bit today. Yesterday I did I just did something here. I just did 50 push-ups, a little over 100 squats, a little over 100 bicycle sit-ups. So that was yesterday. Not all in one shot, but I broke them up into sets, particularly the push-ups. I could do 100, probably do the 100 squats in one go if I really wanted to, but I just broke it up. So every day is something a little bit different. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll do tomorrow, but yeah, I don't have a particular thing. I'm not like just like doing one sport or anything like that. Let's see, Brandon Reeves. Should I do raw till 4 to lose this extra 15 pounds or just whole food plant based? Well, funny you bring that up because any form of vegan diet is technically not a weight loss diet. You're eating a healthy diet and supposedly you should be eating till you're full. You shouldn't be calorie restricting. Once you start calorie restricting, yeah, then you're off in weight loss diet territory. And you could calorie restrict on any diet. So I don't think you'll have really any different results whole food plant-based versus raw till 4. Are you exercising? That's, I think, the most important thing to combine with eating a healthy whole food diet, be it raw till 4 or just regular whole food plant-based like I do, is to combine it with regular, consistent exercise, particularly over the long term. So, yeah, you can be eating great, but if your metabolism is not right, if you're just sitting around not getting enough exercise, you might plateau. And again, I'm not a weight loss expert. I don't position our channel as such. I don't like to tell people, here's what you must do to lose weight. I think those channels get kind of, I don't know, whatever. I don't want to say anything bad, but are you exercising? Let's see, Henry Alex. Here's our friend that's saying the teeth are falling out. I did a quick search. Lots of raw vegans are turning up, but I saw 2 videos of whole food plant-based vegans who said they did their best but lost teeth. Well, who are these people? Let me know. I'm just kind of curious. You can mention their names. I give you permission, Henry Alex. Rob Stewart? I don't know who that is. Anyone else you want to mention? Oh, Race Lever. You know who Rob Stewart is? Tell us, Race. Who is Rob Stewart? And Race Lever makes a good point, which I said earlier. Shall he, Race Lever, look up all the animal eaters who lost teeth? You'll run out of vegans before it even gets warmed up. So I'm saying losing teeth is not a normal feature of any diet. Do you understand this, Henry? It's not a feature of any diet. That said, people of any diet can lose teeth if they're doing something weird. And Henry actually does have a point here. I've seen a few examples of people following a fruitarian diet who got a boatload of cavities really, really quickly because they're getting all the sugar. They might not be brushing their teeth much because a lot of them think they don't have to. Just staring into the sun with their teeth might be enough or whatever. But the bottom line is that all the carbohydrates from any food, if you're on a high carb fruit only diet, the carbohydrates from food are the food for the bacteria that live in your mouth and in your gum. And if the bacteria are in the gum chomping away on those carbs, you can have some gum decay, which can have teeth fall out and cause cavities and all that stuff. So I'm just saying, yeah, there is, I will give it an asterisk. Yes, he is partially right there. I've seen fruitarians. I remember Michael Arnstein, the guy that started Woodstock Fruit Festival. I remember he made a video back in the day how like soon after going fruitarian, like maybe his first or second trip to the dentist after going fruitarian, he had like a dozen or more cavities. It was an incredible amount, so that right there is proof. Yeah, again, these are older people that already have probably had some dental issues. But yeah, I've seen raw people, fruitarian people, sometimes have these issues of getting a lot of cavities really quickly. Does it happen to all of them? No, of course not. Does it even happen to most of them? No, but for some people, for whatever dental issues they have, they will get a lot of cavities really quickly. So anyway, thought I'd get that out there. Hey, Graven Babies, what's up? Oops, banged the microphone. Yikes. Sorry, guys, if anyone's listening on headphones. Ooh, I should turn my speakers off. Bad. So let's see, what else? What else do you guys want to ask? Let's see, Walter says, Arnstein, the guy I was just talking about, the fruitarian dude that lost all his teeth, got all new teeth. Okay, that's what he had to do then. So yeah, it can happen, but that's what happens, if you're, again, eating in that really bizarre way, that's not like normal for vegans that just eat fruit. Pat, what is or was for dinner tonight? Well, that's an easy one because we made it last night. We made so much soup last night that we're going to have it again tonight. So yeah, it's dinner tonight. It's in the fridge. Go turn it on a little bit. Let's see, Uncle Walt? That's not our Uncle Walt, is it? What's this I hear about an open streets initiative in Long Beach to close streets to cars so people can bike and walk in the street? Yeah, I saw something that the mayor. I didn't hear that part about it, but I saw something about making streets more accessible. I didn't know if that meant, yeah, we're going to be able to close off streets for pedestrians and or have areas for like outdoor food vendors and stuff. I know they wanted to get more outdoor activity in the streets, and I thought our city council was voting on it tonight. So they're probably talking about it right now, and I will check the news tomorrow. I'm sure I'll hear about it, what came of that. I want to see the details. So yeah, there's something going on. You're right about that, Uncle Walt. Let's see. What do I recommend to brush teeth? I just use any non-fluoridated toothpaste. I'm not too picky. I just don't want to shove fluoride into my mouth. So other than that, it is you, Uncle Walt. Okay, you changed your name this time, so now I can spot you easier. It was so kind of like, kind of hiding, not say intentionally, but it just kind of blended into the comments before. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what goes on with that too, Uncle Walt. That's our Uncle Walt there in the comments. Yeah, people ask, have how many of our family's gone vegan? I would say none. I get really bummed because I meet a lot of you guys and said, yeah, you guys can help me to go vegan. And I convinced my whole family. Here's my dad and my brother and sister all went vegan. I'll say, well, we have a lot of family members who are very vegan interested. They're not anti-vegans. They don't give us any crap when we meet with family or anything like that. In fact, they're really positive and accommodating and go out of their way, to make sure that we're taken care of, if we're going somewhere. But yeah, we have great family members who love what we're doing, that are interested in plant-based eating. But yeah, we never really got anyone to go vegan yet. So maybe Walt, you can be the first, and I'll talk about Uncle Walt as our first family member on either side of our family to make the plunge. No pressure on you though, Walt. Just something to think about. Who is my favorite Disney character? Wow, that's a tough one. I think I talked about that last time. I don't know. I don't know. Is Winnie the Pooh count, maybe? Chewbacca, maybe? I don't know. Oh, yeah, Kevin. Yeah, I should have a live chat here with Simnet Nutrition. Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, I need to schedule another one. I haven't done any, haven't had any guests on since Lisa, Happiest Vegan on Earth. That was like over a week ago. So I'm slacking. I got to get that. Yeah, Walt, listen to our moderator here, Ray Slavery. He speaks truth. He just says it simply. Go vegan, Walt. Yeah, we met Walt at Uncle Walt at I think a couple vegan pop-ups around town, and yeah, he's into it. He sees. Yeah, that's the most important thing I see is for people to see firsthand what vegan food is all about. I mean, that's the pop-up food, from restaurants and stuff like that is one kind. It's more fancy, typically not quite as healthy as how we like it. There also oils and salts and weird ingredients like onions and garlic and stuff like that, which we're not into. But yeah, just to let people know that vegan food is not gross, or anything like that. Anything you want, if that you liked as a non-vegan, there's a vegan version of it, just as unhealthy as you want it to be, or as you remember it being too. And there's probably a really healthy version of it too. So I'm saying the vegan spectrum of healthiness of foods goes all over the whole gamut. Being vegan isn't necessarily a health food choice. It can be, but it's not necessary. You can live on French fries and Oreos as a vegan. Why no garlic? I'll tell you why. Because today we had a salsa that we got, fortunately, from a friend, Irvin, who runs Vegan by Victoria Bakery in Santa Ana. And he gave us a salsa that had onions in it. And we were going, should we have it? Because we're not big on onions and garlic. And it's because the smell that lingers. It's way worse for garlic. You can smell garlic on me at least. Maybe your physiology is different, but you could smell me for days, at least 2 days. And I don't like anything that makes me smell weird for 2 days. They aren't weird. Well, anything that makes me smell weird for 2 days, I consider weird. Onions, yeah, I'll just smell weird for maybe the rest of the day. It's like garlic junior. PL asks, am I a fogarian? I eat only fog? I don't understand that one. Yeah, Victor, if you like garlic, I've never said, hey, do what I do, everyone. I don't like garlic, therefore all of you should never eat garlic again. No, no. If you like garlic, keep on enjoying garlic. You know, I will not look down on you anyway. Even though if I ever meet you and get close enough to hug you, I might have to like, ooh, I think he's eating garlic. Other than that, I won't think bad about anyone who's a garlic eater. I know a lot of people enjoy it, but yeah, once we started cooking without onions and garlic, we really started noticing how the flavors of the foods were more appreciated, meaning that the garlic and the onions really added, almost overwhelmed the natural flavors of the food. So it's just different. It's just kind of like you desensitize, you know, the onion and garlic kind of overwhelming, and you can appreciate the food more if you want. But yeah, that's cool. Queen Zombie, thoughts on plastic surgery? Yeah, I'll give you my exact thoughts on plastic surgery, because haters will make up anything. You know, haters have said I'm going bald, and look at this huge head of hair at age 52. Remember, my hair was like a lot shorter, like late last year, or like November. I cut it down to here, and look at it now. It's just, you know, it's a weed. You know, so yeah, haters will make up anything. So they've alleged that we've had plastic surgery, and I'll fire back. It's like, thank you. It's an ultimate compliment. You know, if you think there's the only way we can look so good at our age here at 52 is that we've altered our appearances through Botox or going under the scalpel for whatever they do. Cool, but we haven't done that. And what do I think of it? I don't look down on people that have it. If you have plastic surgery, fine, that's cool. Yeah, that's you know, that's your choice. We don't do it. One reason, not to say we would want to, but it's expensive, because when people are accusing us of getting facelifts, I Googled how much a facelift is. They're like $10,000 or something like that, like $7,000 to $12,000, depending on where you go. I mean, I don't know what people think, how successful we are here between Happy Healthy Vegan and our band Love Spirals, and you know, no, we just don't have $10,000 to blow on facial surgery or whatever. So nope. In fact, I will go on to say what you see, what you have been seeing the entire time we've been doing our channel is fully natural. And we're not trying to be fully natural. I'm just saying we don't dye our hair. I don't dye my hair or my facial hair. Angie's, that's her natural hair color. She's had that silver thing since she was like in her teens at some point. So it's kind of a genetic thing. It is a genetic thing. But yeah, we are... This is what you see. This is what natural 52-year-old aging looks like, you know? So if people think we're doing all these weird things, and I'm not saying I might not dye my hair at some point. I've dyed my hair in the past. Angie's dyed her hair in the past. You know, when we were younger, you know, when I was in my 20s, I was dyeing it blue, black, and everything just to look really cool and stuff, you know? Maybe I'll do it again. Who knows? You know, but yeah, right now, and the whole time we've had our channel, we've been fully natural. So that's my thoughts on plastic surgery and all that. If you want to do it, awesome. I don't look down on you, but I think it's hilarious how people try to insult us and try to attack us and say that. And it's actually a compliment. They don't realize they're complimenting us. Cool, Mark. Yeah, if you want to eat garlic, and I've actually did a video about this. I went through Dr. Greger's very videos here and looking at the compound that so many people talk about. It's so awesome in garlic. It has all these properties in it, but actually there's all these beneficial properties. But it's not the only food that has this. There's a whole bunch. What's the one I'm thinking of? Brussels sprouts has it in even more dense quantity than garlic has, and you could eat tons of Brussels sprouts. Well, I mean, how much garlic can you really eat? A clove? You can't even really eat it. It's like you spice it into food, flavor into food, but you can eat a bunch of Brussels sprouts. I'm saying if you really want these anti-inflammatory, anti-carcinogenic properties that garlic has, you're barking up the wrong tree, because you only could eat so much garlic, and it's not the greatest quantity. Eat Brussels sprouts and look at the list. I should dig up the video and refresh myself here. But yeah, if you're really into it, and the ultimate health benefit from garlic, there's better foods than garlic, and Brussels sprouts ain't gonna make you stink for 2 days. But if you love garlic, awesome, keep eating garlic. I'm not telling anyone to give up garlic. Yeah, if you love it, guys, yeah, cool, awesome. It's just our personal preference. Just like, say I'm Buddhist, you know, I don't expect all you guys to go Buddhist because I'm Buddhist or anything like that. Just my preference. If you're not Buddhist, awesome. I'm not going to hold it against you. If you do plastic surgery or have plastic surgery, I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm trying to say, just because I do something doesn't mean that I expect you guys all to do it. And I'll look down on you if you don't. My favorite sport to play personally is basketball. If yours is hockey or cycling or running or boxing or swimming or gymnastics or whatever, bodybuilding, I'm not going to look down on you. It's all good. It's all good. Wow, hummus hero, you eat a whole head of garlic in a day. How do they come in heads? I don't even know what they look like. Let's see. Kevin's question on kids. I didn't see Kevin's question on kids, but I think I saw who answered here for us. Yeah, we don't have kids. We're 52. We are past that age, particularly Angie for making babies, and that was a conscious choice. It's just lifestyle design. And again, if you have kids, I don't look down on you. I'm not saying everyone should be like us. You guys know that when we go visit our beautiful nieces and nephews, and Walt. Let's see, is still Uncle Walt's still watching? You know what I'm talking about. We have some just amazing, youngins on that side of the family, and I love them, and I like spending time with them and just being around these amazing, beautiful young children, intelligent, and I just fascinated just how it all works, how they learn so quickly. But anyway, what I'm saying is, yep, I'm not gonna, no kids for us. Guys like to ask everything. I guess I asked it and I put it in the title. Ask anything. Have I ever tried psychedelic mushrooms and what are my thoughts on them? Yes, I have tried psychedelic mushrooms. That was mainly in the mid to late 1990s. I was really actually into them, meaning I would do them maybe like twice a year, and under a really like certain kind of spiritual setting. I wouldn't like go out to a Pink Floyd show and take shrooms or anything like that, a Dead show and take shrooms. No, I would do them at home, typically by myself in a relaxed setting where I can control the environment, control everything, the temperature, the music, control the set and setting, if you will. And I've had, pretty much nothing but positive experiences from them. I learned a lot, and I haven't done much in recent times or anything like that. But yeah, I'm pro legalization of that. I don't believe mind states of consciousness, that is, should be criminalized. Particularly if you're using a psilocybin mushroom, which is pretty much non-toxic. You can't get physically addicted to them, say even caffeine is physically addicting. So yeah. Anyway, that was then. This is now. Right now, I'm more into shiitake mushrooms. Let's see. Yeah, it is funny how psychedelic mushrooms come up every several chats. I guess maybe people wonder. Maybe I have that vibe or something like that. If I really wanted to do some magic mushrooms, some whatever you want to call them, yeah, I can. I know people that that grow them. So if I really wanted to, just text someone, call them up. So yeah, I'll leave that open. I'm not shutting the door on it, but I feel no need to do it anytime in the immediate future, especially right now during like a pandemic. Just seems like that would have too much of a negative vibe happening out there. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'd have some kind of breakthrough. Who knows? Anyway, maybe it's the Pink Floyd shirt, huh? Maybe that gives me that vibe, So what have I missed here? Let's see. My favorite novel, The Dark Vegan asked. We're really doing an Ask Me Anything tonight. You guys are taking me up on that. The two that come to mind, I think that left some of the biggest impressions on me, and I'm sure there are others, but right now the two that undoubtedly come to mind, since we're talking about Buddhism, is Siddhartha by the German author Hermann Hesse. He wrote Beowulf. I think I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I'm really bad with German pronunciation. But yeah, Siddhartha, it's kind of a novel take on the life of Buddha. And also, I like Jack Kerouac. I think the way he writes is amazing. It's especially some of how he can just really describe a scene and just make you feel like you're there. So yeah, I guess On the Road is his best work, and I really like the descriptions he gives, describing the jazz clubs. I really feel like I'm bopping around in the bop scene in New York in the 40s. But yeah, those are the two that come to mind immediately. Let's see. Darth Vegan, if I do shrooms in the future, do a live when I do them. Absolutely not. No, that's not the kind of set or setting. The whole idea of, you know, since I saw ayahuasca come out there, you know, these shamanic experiences, as I like to describe them, they're not party drugs. You know, they're serious. It's a serious business. It's to go inwards. It's not to have a conversation with people. It's not to let your ego chat about a bunch of chit chat. You know, it's to go inward and have a, you know, shamanic or a transformative experience, a spiritual experience. So no, definitely not going to do it in a live setting or anything like that. Let's see. I don't know who's asking, but yes, race lover, indeed, eggs are not vegan. So I'm not sure what's up with that. You know, if you want to eat eggs, I guess, cool, I guess. But yeah, you wouldn't really be a vegan if you were eating eggs. Just by definition, you would be by definition a vegetarian, which is a fine thing. But yeah, technically not vegan according to the traditional definitions of the words. Have I heard of Tchaikovsky? Yes, Swanee. I can't actually recall any Tchaikovsky right now, but yeah, of course. Maybe I should try microdosing. Yeah, I know all about microdosing and stuff too. I've done it before. Yeah, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I have no desire right now, but maybe. My opinion on limousines. Like, what about limousines? Oh yeah, we got to show that. Yeah, Can't Stop Lying points out that Angie started a new channel last week with an adorable new theme song that me and Angie created called Angie's Animal Friends. So just look that up on YouTube. Yeah, we just kind of tweaked a video that we had put out on Happy Healthy Vegan. But yeah, she's going to start making more Animal Friends videos. Winter Moon. Would I consider adopting a dog? Love dogs, but no. I got 2 cats. Plus the outdoor cat who's adopted us. Plus, as you see on Angie's Animal Friends, all the possums, the squirrels, the raccoons. We are cool. We don't need any more animals right now. You guys are asking a lot of questions. My opinion on your universal basic income. Yes, 100% behind the universal basic income. Absolutely, especially right now during, you know, what's going on with us in the world. There's, you know, yeah, here in the United States for sure. You know, we got that $1,200 stimulus payment. Shouldn't have been a one-time thing. I mean, how they expect people who are, you know, unemployed or underemployed right now to be able to, you know, buy food, make rent, and even once we come out of this, whenever that may be, you know, Andrew Yang was talking about the economy of the future, which is going to be based much more than even now. It's already here now, but robotics and like manufacturing, artificial intelligence is displacing jobs already. So and it's even accelerating now because of the pandemic. You know, I've seen some prototypes of robot deliveries happening because they don't get sick. You know, so yeah, UBI, Universal Basic Income, I think is going to be even more pressing as we move further on into the future. So I'm absolutely behind it. And I know a lot of people, some people are morally opposed to it. And I say, okay, if you don't want it, you don't have to keep it. Donate it to a charity. Donate it to someone who doesn't have any money. Do something with it. But you don't have, if you're against it, just give it. Mail it back to the government if you want. I'm sure they'll take it. So yeah, I don't think that's a reason to not have it because some people are against it. Donate it to charities. Or maybe there could be an opt-in, like when the government offers it to you, if you really are morally opposed to it, you can check a box and say, donate it to a charity. I don't want to even I couldn't even be bothered to do that. So there's no real reason why we shouldn't have it. And Swanee, yeah, I believe that one's ability to go to the doctor when ill or even when not ill shouldn't be tied to having a job, particularly now as jobs are becoming more like, you know, independent, you know, the gig economy, how I work here, you know. So but yeah, most people don't work that way yet, but I understood this years ago. Why is healthcare tied to employment? They're two absolutely completely different concepts, going to a job and going to see a doctor or a dentist or whatever. Yes, I think we need to, I think we need more help as far as healthcare goes. We pay more than any other nation in the world, yet our outcomes are not number one, what they're like in the 30s or something like that. So there's the money is there, it's just not being used wisely. There's a lot of waste, and it's going to corporate profits rather than to actual health providing. Let's see. Anyway, so that's my opinions on that. So if you want to call me Democratic or liberal, you can. Again, I just consider myself a rational person. I just gave you my rational reasons as to why I believe that. I believe that I had these beliefs before they even became major tenets of the Democratic Party platform. I've had these beliefs for well over a decade. So and even UBI is not even really a Democratic thing. It just was because Andrew Yang was running on their tickets. So anyway, like I said, I believe in not being aligned to any party. I believe in thinking things through rationally. I don't think going to the doctor has anything to do with being a Republican or Democrat. Yeah. All right, so let me get a little sip of water here, guys. Let's see, Fly Vegan. Thanks for the super chat tip here. And you're trying to get me on something. Why promote plastic as your daily supplement? I think you're talking about the Healthy Cell gel packets, and I'm kind of bummed I moved them out of this room here. I know a few people are like, well, like a lot of things come in plastic. I mean, but I want to point out that the Healthy Gel that I showed on my last video, that thing that has like vitamin D and B12 and everything, those gel packs and even the box that they come in are all fully recyclable. So what do you think about that? I mean, and many things in life come in plastic that aren't fully recyclable. So they thought this through. They wanted to have again, I don't promote products just out of the blue. I promote stuff that I actually like myself, and I do the research on the companies. So yeah, they make a responsible product there. Well, does that mean everyone's going to recycle the box and the gel pack plastic? No, but they have a program where you can do that. If you really feel that's important to you, you can do that. So anyway, thanks for the question and the super chat tip there, Fly Vegan. And look on our Twitter there at Ryan Lum. There was a shout out to you there, thanking you for that. All right, let's see. And plus, I just like that stuff. I was taking that for like a month or two before I even started making any videos about them. Again, I'm really concerned right now because I'm over 50, and I've seen the data. People who are over 50 have a higher risk of having health complication from COVID-19 rather than just being asymptomatic or a light cold. So I'm just being really safe right now. I'm going out getting sunshine. That's why I went running today at 11:15, so I can get a lot of sun at 11:15 in the morning. And yeah, vitamin D sup, through the vitamins. Yeah, it's all good. I just want to have really strong vitamin D right now because as I showed in that last video of mine, there's a lot of research coming out showing that vitamin D seems to be quite protective as far as not getting killed or really ill. My favorite brand of peanut butter. I don't think I've shown them much on the channel here, but I should. Just today. No, yesterday it was today. PB2. Have you guys seen that? It's that powder. They removed a lot of the fat, so it's not as fatty. Not to say I'm afraid of fat, but Anyway, it's PB2 powder. I mix it with a little water to kind of make it back into butter again, and spread it on some bread. Put some jelly on. PBJ. Let's see, produce not pills. No, tell me this is wrong. Did I know that Jackson, are you talking about Plantriotic, is or was experimenting with drinking his urine? When was this? Like recently or years ago? Let me know. I've not heard or followed that. No. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good point, Race. Yeah, being in good well-being is pretty protective against, against anything. And I'm doing everything. I've not changed my life that much. I'm still, trying to stay healthy as far as exercise goes. I'm doing, everything. I'm doing like I said, today I was running. Yesterday doing push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. Tomorrow I'll probably do something else. I'll work on another. I didn't work on my core yesterday or today, so I'll do some core. I'm just staying healthy and fit, getting vitamin D, getting rest, trying to not be stressed out. So if I do, odds are, we'll probably come in contact with someone with coronavirus, COVID-19 from them. And if I do, I just want to be one of the people that's healthy and doesn't really notice it, hopefully. Let's see. How do you prevent high insulin on a heavy carb diet? Well, yeah, you got to check out like our friend Robbie and Cyrus. They put out their book, Mastering Diabetes. Check out Robbie's YouTube channel, Mastering Diabetes. It's their books, I think, a New York Times bestseller. In fact, I got to get Robbie on here on a live stream. He's a friend of ours. He's not a type 2, but he's a type 1 diabetic. But still, he still has to be mindful of his diet, and he does it as a fruitarian of all things, or at least a raw vegan diet. So I don't know. I don't have diabetes, and I'm not a medical doctor. I don't want to give advice on something that I don't either have myself or have credentials to really talk about. But if you're talking about diabetes, it's not caused by carbohydrates. It's caused by too much fat in the diet, intracellular fat. I think that's what it's called. That blocks the cell's ability to handle insulin properly. That said, if you already have diabetes, yes, eating a high carb diet isn't really that great for you. But I want to point out the distinction that it wasn't the carbs that caused you to have diabetes. It's just a consequence of having diabetes. I know that much for sure. Hey, Herbivore, did I just see you there? Good morning to you, Paul. What is up? Yeah, it is about time for you to get up here. Yeah, it is a little later than normal for me. What is up there? Wow, Richie the Wolf, thank you for your very generous super chat tip there, Richie. Look down in Twitter at Ryan Lum. It has a shout out waiting for you there. Thanking you for that. So what your question is, Richie? I've been following this plant-based lifestyle. That's what it is. It's really a lifestyle, not a diet, for about 3 years now. And I know why people follow it. They get mocked for it. Yes, welcome to the club. Yeah, but at least they're doing the best they can to make a difference. Well said, Richie. I couldn't have said that better myself. And I don't know, maybe Paul's here too. He could throw some insight as to why do people love to mock us for? I mean, what's the point? How does that disprove veganism or plant-based diets if they, look at these guys here, look at that hench herbivore guy, look at Ryan, they're blah blah blah, or too blah blah blah, or don't have enough blah. How is that like? What I don't understand. Anyway, thanks Richie. Thanks for your chat there, and thanks for that inspirational like sharing of your experience there, because a lot of us can relate to that for sure. Oh, thanks, Mia. See, I like to hear this. Not to say I need to have people say nice things. That's really nice of you, Mia. Thank you. Mia said, I want to say thank you for everything. You too, me and Angie, are my role models since my parents aren't vegan. Yeah, most of us don't have vegan parents. You guys are awesome. My question is, if you could travel anywhere, where would it be? That's a good question. Pure dead brilliant. I'd be to Glasgow, Scotland. So that's maybe, no, I don't know. I don't know where I would travel if I could go anywhere. I have a place maybe. I've always wanted to go surf Noosa in Australia. So maybe there. Noosa Heads, or Noosa, I think that's what the town's called. So that's up on my list there. I've never been to Noosa. I've never been to Australia. Where else maybe? There's another surf spot in Peru, Chicama. I've always wanted to go to. The longest wave in the world. It's like a mile long, and it looks incredible. I saw pictures of it when I was a kid in Surfer Magazine. Now on YouTube, you can watch videos of it. So yeah, maybe there, but I don't know. Queen Zombie, yes. New cookbook is in the works for sure. Yeah, pretty much every day Angie's doing something on the new cookbook. If not doing any actual writing, she's testing out one of the recipes or perfecting a recipe. And equally as importantly, taking the photos of the dishes that you will see in the next book. So it's coming along. It's coming along slowly. That's how Angie kind of is. It's going to be really good when it's all done. It'll be really nice. And the cookbook is on its way for sure, for shizzle. Let's see. Queen Zombie. What's your question, Queen Zombie? I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not answering your question. I am helping Angie with her cookbook. I'm giving her my advice, but she likes to work independently. She's a very strong, independent woman, and she doesn't feel like, a man needs to come and do this or that for her, unless she asks for a specific thing for me to help her with, and I will if I have any way to help her in whatever the question might be. But anyway, yeah. Let's see. What was the question from? Or who was mad I wasn't answering their question there? Oh man, Queen Zombie. Let me try to scroll up for a second, see if I see Queen Zombie's question. Oh, that was it. I did answer your question. Thick Vegan. Good to see you, Thick Vegan. Guys, you are a long time viewer. Good to always see you. And yes, the Banana Fund. Thanks for the contribution there. And again, look at our Twitter there, at Ryan Lum, Happy Healthy Vegan, shouting you out there. And that money will go to good use because I think tomorrow the time is now to get another order in from the market. And I'm gonna try to get a bunch of bananas, more than a bunch, mini bananas, maybe like 15 pounds of bananas if they'll let me. So I'm going to try that out. So that $2 will definitely help out with the banana purchases. Let's see. Molly, okay, I would love to come to Australia. You know where Noosa is. Let me know if you've been to Noosa and what it's like there. Let's see. Here's Inch Herbivore's theory as to why people want to mock vegans. Like, I don't make videos like mocking meat people unless they say something really dumb. And then I'm not mocking them as people. I'm mocking the stupid stuff they said about vegans. It's a big difference. Most of these people that attack like me and Paul aren't really looking at what we said. They're just like, oh, look at him. He looks like he's over 40. Yeah, we probably are. All these dumb things. Like, how about what I just said though? Like why don't you attack the argument or logic? So Paul says, I think the cognitive dissonance drives people's ridicule of us because they know down inside, slaughtering an animal is wrong. It's morally wrong. They have to make us wrong / see us as idiots. Else they're being bad people 3 times per day with their food choices. That theory is pretty tight there, Paul. I agree that I think most people know, even though they won't have the honesty to admit it, that they know, okay, yeah, if there's a lifestyle where you don't have to kill animals 3 times a day, why don't we just do that? Like, no one said, unless you're a freak, I'm not going to mention any names, unless you're a freak, you don't like killing animals. I think most people are complacent with others killing animals for them. But most people, most non-sociopathic people, regular people, non-vegans, know that, yeah, killing an animal is messed up and horrific. Yeah, Peter, here's a common tactic. Yeah, this has been done. Peter is not exaggerating. Yes, the Angie, if you guys follow Angie, follow her on Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram. She made a great post about 3-4 days ago, how some hater troll on Instagram found a picture of us from 20 years ago, and then a picture of us from now or last year, and said, look how much they've aged. Like, yeah, it was 20 years ago. I mean, what? Do non-vegans, they don't age over 20 years? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Yeah, so this is what we go through as, vegans on social media. Maybe it'll happens to you too. I don't know, but it definitely happens to those of us on social media. People just make up crap, find pictures from you 20 years ago. And that one from 20 years ago was shot by a professional photographer with a really nice camera, a really nice lens with really nice lighting. And we were 20 years younger, and compared it to a selfie that I took on my iPhone. I mean, it wasn't professional or anything like that. 20 years later. So yeah, that happens. That really happens. So they're trying to blame it on the vegan diet that we aged over the 20-year period. And the thing is, we didn't even really look that bad after, 20 years. We, look like how we look now, but they're saying, wow, I think the implication being, so if you eat meat, that won't happen to you. You will forever be 30 years old because that's when the first photo was shot. Yeah, vegans aren't, you're right, potentially annoyed. Vegans aren't allowed anything. Anything that's less than perfect, they will blame it on veganism. And things that have nothing to do with anything, like aging over time. Like VD, her stupid channel likes to show how I've aged rapidly and over time. And, just by trying to find the worst photos, worst lighting, and freeze the frame on the worst least flattering moment. But it's just so annoying. I mean, should I make another channel and just find non-vegans and do the same thing? Look at this person, celebrities or YouTubers. Look at they aged, they eat meat and look how old they look. Should I do that? I mean, no, I couldn't, because that's just stupid. How I feel like I'm doing anything worthwhile with my life. James, yes, I did have a Junior Juice Man juice extractor in the 90s. In fact, I remember having that back in the days when I was, when I was talking about earlier this live stream, when I had taken, psilocybin mushrooms. I was having juices, and occasionally, like twice a year, psilocybin mushrooms. You're right, Race Lover. I'm not even going to touch that with a 10-foot pole there, but yeah. All right, let me change position here. How long have I been on? About an hour. Wow, exactly 1 hour now. Wow, I never looked at the 1 hour mark before. I got to stretch out a little bit. Fit AF Anatomy. Good name there. I've been vegan. I've been vegan over 9 years, about 9.5 years. This October-ish, November, I didn't write the day down in my diary because I don't have a diary. But yeah, this fall will be my 10th year as a vegan. And I'm 52 years old. And if you're new to the channel, I put my blood tests up here approximately every 12 to 18 months. Not deficient in anything. Really strong in things that people say I shouldn't be strong in, like, say, iron, vitamin B12. Testosterone. I'm 52, but I have the testosterone of a person in their mid-late 20s, which is the prime peaking years. I don't take any supplements. I don't take any testosterone. I take supplements in the form of, like, that's what I mean by I don't take any exogenous hormones or steroids or anything like that. But I have been supplementing with B12 since about 5 years into being vegan. But even before then, I had strong B12 levels. I only took a supplement because I thought it was prudent, but it wasn't necessary really. But, it's been said that people on any diet really should take a B12 supplement because there's so many issues right now as far as, like, the way food's produced to get B12 naturally. Anyway, I've heard vegans need supplements. You're saying that's all. A lot of the carnivore channel says, no, I didn't need vegan. I didn't need supplements. I told you I was vegan for about 5 years before I took anything remotely resembling a supplement. And that was a sublingual B12 spray. And I tell you, my B12 levels are already strong. They're like in the mid 400s, 200s, considered a deficient level. But yeah, 400 in any country in the world that I know of is not considered deficient. I was strong, but I just took one anyway. I just took a supplement anyway, and I got my levels to over 1,000, which is really high. So you don't need to have supplements, but it's prudent. I mean, the United States government recommends anyone my age, no matter if you're vegan or eating meat all day, they recommend everyone my age takes a B12 supplement. So I'm just doing the prudent, wise thing. So yeah, do vegans need supplements? Well, not necessarily. I got through 5 years. A lot of people say, yeah, 5 years, vegan, no supplements, you would die or something like that. No, I was strong at healthy blood tests as I put up on my channel. So if you don't believe, yeah, check them out there. I have them. Just go to our channel, search for blood tests or Happy Healthy Vegan blood tests, and you will see them all. Full transparency. But yeah, I've recently started taking more supplements in the past couple years, mainly to get more gains at the gym because, as if you're just new to the channel, when I was 50, instead of thinking about like retiring in Florida and getting out on the golf course more, when I was 50, I came up with the crazy idea that I wanted to slam dunk a basketball. I didn't really slam dunk when I was younger. I mean, a couple times I think I got lucky and sort of got one in, maybe. But yeah, it took me over a year, about a year in 4 or 5 months of hardcore training at the gym. I wanted to get stronger, be able to get my jump vertical higher and everything. And yes, I took some, just basically, I took this. Let me just jump over here. Firefox. Oops, wrong one here. Here we go. There's our web browser. And I was taking, sorry guys, I'm a little slow today after running. I've been taking, oops, that's not it either. Where is Clean Machine? Here's Clean Machine. Right here, guys. This clean green protein from Clean Machine. It's a superfood, plant-based. I hate that word superfood. It's a plant called duckweed, trademarked into the name Lentine, and it's a it has it's just got so many great nutrients beyond just like so I get the chart here, make it bigger here. It's not zooming, but anyway, it's got an amino acid profile really similar to how to what whey has, and it's got vitamin B12. It's just a great plant. So I've been taking that for yeah, well over a year now. That's what helped me get to my slam dunking, making some gym games. I figure if like non-vegans are taking some kind of supplement, right? All the guys at the gym that are all swole and stuff, and I'm not trying to get swole. I just want to look like Michael Jordan and dunk. But anyway, if all the non-vegans at the gym are taking some kind of supplement, I figure I could as well. And this Clean Machine's cool. It's ran by vegans. Jeff Palmer is a vegan. He's a former, I think, a competitive and champion bodybuilder or something like that. So anyway, Johnny's going home. Good night, Johnny. Thanks for joining us tonight. Kika, good question. How did I get tested for COVID? I went to Quest Diagnostics and filled out a form, and yeah, that's it. So go, yeah, check it out. They're not the only one, but that's how I did it. I think more, many companies have them now than like say like 2-3 weeks ago. So yeah, it was pretty simple. I was just yeah, it took me like, for me, I just went in and I was in and out in like 5 minutes. Pretty chill. Okay, you're really into Jeff Bezos becoming a trillionaire by 2026. I don't think the world really needs billionaires, let alone trillionaires. Especially, why do I pay more taxes than Amazon does? That's just crazy, huh? Yeah, good point, Uncle Walt. Yeah. Let's see. How much was it? It was I don't know. Go to their website. I forgot what it was. It was around like maybe $100, $90. I don't remember. Something in that ballpark. Maybe it was more than that. I honestly don't remember. Yeah, it's not coming. It's on their website. Just check it out. In fact, if you look at my video, the one I made about how I got tested for COVID-19 antibodies, I put the link in the show notes to the Quest Diagnostics page. I'm not getting any affiliate code or anything like that in case you're wondering. I just mentioned them because that's where I went. Sometimes I have to mention a brand or company. I'm not like, like sponsor or anything like that. Kiko, you love my socialistic tendencies, I guess. Yeah, that's cool. I enjoy how you like to categorize me as a socialist. That's cool. I have no problem with that. I said I don't categorize myself as a socialist. I've had these beliefs I hear me talking about. I've had them for a long time. Before Bernie Sanders ran for president. So to me, these just to me make sense, logical, rational sense. These ideas I'm talking about here. Let's see. Ahmed. This is a good one, Ahmed. So you say if you live in a desert, you can't grow plants, you have to hunt. That's interesting because here in California, in the Coachella Valley, you probably heard of the Coachella Music Festival, it's a desert. It's where Palm Springs is. It's like, the summers are like 110, 15 degrees. They hardly get any rain. Hardcore desert, yet it's one of the most productive farmlands in California, so you can totally grow food in a desert. In fact, I was watching a show last night on wine making, how in China on the edge of the Gobi Desert they transformed desert sand dunes into wine growing regions. Some of them have won awards, so you can definitely grow plants in the desert. So, and you're telling me if you live in the desert, you can't just drive to your local supermarket? I mean, that's a horrible argument. If you live in the desert, you have to hunt. I don't know anyone in the desert that has to hunt. Everyone I know that lives in the desert gets in their car or whatever they drive, and they go to the supermarket and they buy food, or they order it online. So that's just a weird fantasy you have there, that people in the desert are forced to hunt. Maybe if you live in some weird desert in the third world, but anyone who has access to this live stream right now or YouTube or the internet is not faced with that situation where they're forced to hunt because they live in a desert. Any desert where you're watching from right now, you have the internet, you have a place to buy food, plants. When will I dye my hair blue? Like BTS blue, like Tay? No, I'm not gonna ever have that. I had blue black when I was younger. I was more like goth back then. I looked cool then, but I don't know if blue black hair would make sense for my look right now. I kind of like my brownish, dark black, whatever hair. It's kind of cool. I'm digging it. Good question, Bob. What would you hunt in a desert anyway? Like, yeah, when one thinks of a desert, one's really not thinking of it teeming with large huntable wildlife. Not to say there isn't any, but it's not like there's some, but they're rare. They're not just everywhere. They're hiding. They're it's not like a place where you see hunters typically. But I don't know. I don't know where hunters go. I'm just guessing there. Anyway. Would I patent and sell my COVID-19 antibodies? I don't have COVID-19 antibodies. Did you watch my video? Unless the test gave me a false negative, which is entirely possible. I thought it was about like maybe a 10% possibility that could happen. So who knows? Oh, that's cool, Katie. You're into making big banana smoothies every day too. You add blueberries. Yeah, that's what I do. Blueberries, strawberries, and now I can add cherries in. Yes, I went to my farmer's market last week. First time since, March, and got, 20, I think $20 of cherries, and they're pretty good. Go back, I'll probably go back next Sunday and get some more. But yeah, I love putting fruits in my, other than banana, I like putting other smaller fruits into the smoothies. Let's see. Uncle Walt, did I like what Barack Obama said at his commencement speech? I like how he said it. I like how he didn't call anyone out by name or anything like that, but got his point through. But yeah, a certain someone took that as a personal attack, and not no surprise, huh? Let's see. Let's see. Fit AF Anatomy, the new science about fiber. What is this new science of fiber that you speak of, and who have you heard the science from? That eating plants is somehow going to be bad for us now? I would love to see the science that's showing that eating plants, particularly ones that have fiber, is somehow going to like give us disease or anything like that. Ahmed, where did this? Are you talking to someone else there, Ahmed? I never said anything about Buddhists or anything. We said Buddhists don't eat meat, but Christians do. I've never said that. Do you want to clarify that question some more? I'm not sure where that came from. I don't know how you got that. Healthy bowel movements are bad. That could be what they find there, Sergio. Let's see. Was he talking to Race Lever? Let's see. What's Race Lever saying about the in response about Buddhists? Some Christians eat no animals and do the original Genesis diet. Yeah, Genesis 1:29. Many vegans are quite familiar with that, in which it says pretty clearly that all these plants out in the world are for the humans to eat. Didn't make any mention like, oh, see that duck or bear or whatever? That's also food too. That was not mentioned there. David Riggs, do I advocate for the government prohibition of meat? I mean, no one would, there's no lawmaker that would make that law happen whatsoever. What I am 100% in support of is ending all government subsidies, unfair corporate bailouts, socialism for the rich, for the wealthy, for the corporations, the corporate socialism that has benefited the meat and dairy industries, the subsidies that make the price of meat cheaper than it should be, the price of cheese cheaper than it should be. And in fact, not only am I against all these corporate handouts, this corporate socialism, not only should laws be passed to end that, they don't need them anymore. I mean, maybe at the time these were fledgling industries, like say Beyond Meat is now. Why did the meat industries get a leg up there? Furthermore, abolishing the egg board, the dairy board, which basically take our taxpayer money and give that to the dairy industries, so they can make advertisements. Hey, eat more cheese, it's good for you. Drink milk, it makes the body strong. All that crap that you saw, all that marketing is paid for by us. And why don't we have ads up on the school gyms showing instead of milk makes a body strong, that broccoli makes a body strong, or potatoes make a body strong, or Beyond Burgers make a body strong, or whatever. It's an unfair playing field. If you really believe in this capitalism, as most Americans proudly do, then let's have real capitalism. Let's not have this unequal socialism that the wealthy elites get. So that's what I'm in full support of. We need a progressive candidate out there to get that law out there. I don't know how it's going to pass in this day and age, but why does our taxpayer money go to subsidize these industries? Even a hardcore conservative, I think, would agree with that. Like, there's no need to subsidize these industries if you believe in a true capitalism playing field. Hamit Joni, how do I provide my body vitamin B12? Like I said, for the first 5 years of me being vegan, I took no supplements of any kind. B12, no, nothing like that. I got my blood tested the whole way. I'm smart. I'm not just taking or foregoing supplements, but not knowing what my blood is, because I was, I'm smart. I'm responsible is what I'm trying to say. I'm not just going to prove a point and be blind to the reality. What I'm trying to say is, in 5 years, my blood B12 levels were always strong, like in the 400s, like, twice over what, deficient levels are, like 200. But I finally was convinced I should take a supplement because it's the prudent thing to do, could set a good example. And particularly now that I'm older, when you're over 50, it's recommended to take a B12 supplement anyway, whether you're vegan or eating meat all day or anything in between. So that said, now I do take a B12 supplement, but I didn't need one. I was monitoring my blood levels, though. All right, so, man, my water's getting low, which tells me I can't go on terribly much longer. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, Can't Stop Lying raises a good point that it's a well-known fact that you can, if you run a farm or feedlot, you can buy B12 supplements for your livestock. So that's, why get your B12 from an animal who was supplemented, injected with B12, and later on killed so you could eat the flesh that had the B12. Why not just go straight to the B12 that the animal got, that injected with? Just take a B12 supplement. If the animals are being supplemented, because where are they getting the B12? Because it's traditionally, it comes from plants that are not washed. And unless you're one of the very entitled rich people that can afford grass-fed beef, which is like only like 2% of the American market, the other 98% of the people out there are eating factory-fed beef, and they're eating grains, they're eating corn. Factory-fed animals are eating soy, corn. They're not grazing the fields, so they need to get their B12 somewhere. So again, why have an animal be exploited and killed as a middleman or middle person, if you will, when you can just take a supplement yourself? Why? I'm just trying to figure out, why would anyone think they need to eat meat that's been supplemented with B12? And you should take the supplement yourself. It makes absolutely no sense. And I don't know if it's Walt. Yeah, raises a good point. We love nutritional yeast, and it's a possible source of bioavailable B12. I haven't seen the science come out and say clearly for sure if it is, but yeah, we use tons of nutri, and that too could explain why I have such high B12 levels, because I'm using nutritional yeast all the time. Oh, you're still here, Paul? Awesome. Yeah, I think all vegans can agree. Why eat the middleman, the animal, when you don't have to? If you're eating it, if you're using that as your justification to get a certain vitamin or nutrient that the animal's probably been supplemented with anyway. All right, so what else here? What other questions you guys got? Let's see, race. Oh, Tracy, you going, Tracy? Thanks for being here, Tracy. I thought you were saying goodbye to Race. You were saying goodbye to us. Thanks, Tracy. Good to see you. Yeah, I know you're busy moving and all. Hope you guys are doing well on your move, Tracy. And yeah, I can't wait to catch up and see what you guys are doing now in California. Awesome, Tracy. Well put, Paul. In before, I'd like to skip the saturated fat, trans fat, and cholesterol. and probably hormones and antibiotics, and get my B12 sub direct, as I am not mental. Well put, well put. Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. But the B12 though, I need to eat an animal that's been supplemented and injected with B12 and killed so I can eat it. Like, that makes no sense. That makes absolutely zero sense. Why not just take the supplement? I was talking earlier about someone earlier was talking about fish for omega-3s. I go, well, you know, how do fish aren't like factories of producing omega-3s? They get it because of their diet. They're eating algae. So humans can take an algae supplement for if they want to get a vegan source of omega-3s. And that's not the only one. I'm just saying, just if you want to model what fish are doing, you can do what the fish are doing. Let's see. You're funny, Paul. And serious too. Serious at the same time. Um, let's see. What else you guys asking here? Let's see. How long have I been on? An hour 20. I'm already starting to feel a little hungry. So I'll stay on a little bit longer. Stay on a little bit. But yeah, go have dinner. The soup that we made yesterday, that Angie made yesterday, have the rest of it tonight. Um, So David says the vast majority will never submit to vegan diet. Do I support official meat ban? I said I don't see how there would ever, just the pragmatics. And I know what you're thinking, like just like in a perfect world or a thought experiment, some kind of governmental meat ban. But I have trouble going in these thought experiments. I can't even imagine how that would occur. I just don't see any way, anytime soon, that there'd be some kind of meat ban. I mean, already people are rioting because they're forced to stay home and watch Netflix for a few weeks. You know, they're up in arms literally because they can't get their hair cut or whatever. So if people are that freaked out about being forced to stay home or forced to not go to haircuts or forced to not go out to large social events, imagine what kind of civil unrest there would be if people were all of a sudden forced to not eat that meat. You know, it would be, it would just be anarchy. I just don't see that happening. The way to win this battle, if you will, is to attack why meat is so cheap in this corporate subsidies, in the artificial lowered price of meat in this country, and it's already starting to happen now with some meat shortages happening now, as you guys probably know. The COVID-19 infections that are closing down plants, or at least hindering their operations. Beyond Meat is attacking. They're lowering their price right now. They're getting more market share, showing people, hey, you don't need to exploit workers so you can eat meat. Just eat our stuff. Our stuff. We don't exploit workers. We can have social distancing. No animals are harmed. 90% less water and half the energy. 90% less land. It's just a win all the way around. So anyway, which soup did I make? I don't know what the name of that soup is. It's got like a bunch of vegetables, like carrots. It's got some potatoes. It's got wild rice. I don't think it's in the old book. I'm not sure. That's a good question. It's one of Angie's soups. Is all I know. It's a very Angie tasting soup. All right, so what's going on here? Yeah, Wilson. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're into being as close to zero waste as possible. I mean, as much as practically possible. And for some people, that could mean going really far down that road. For others, it's more difficult. But yeah, we are conscious and aware of trying to have as much impact on the environment as possible. I mean, I'm into veganism because, first and foremost, because it's unethical, it's immoral to kill animals, to exploit animals. And there's so many other reasons why I'm also vegan, including the environmental impact. So yeah, if I want to be true to my word about caring about the environment, yeah, you're going to care about your impact, not only as far as meat eating goes, but as far as waste goes too. David, with the promotion of like eating bivalves help our cause? No, I mean, why? Can you? That's a loaded question. How or why would bivalves, vegans eating bivalves, help the vegan cause? I don't really get that. Most people aren't into bivalves anyway, so it's not like that's an attractive thing. Oh, if you're vegans, you can eat all the bivalves you want. I mean, I don't think it's going to really get too many people. Fit AF anatomy. Where does my morality come from? Am I religious? No, you don't need to. I mean, I told you I am Buddhist, but you don't have to have religion to be a moral person. I mean, I've studied philosophy. I have a little bit of understanding of the subject here. You don't need to have any religion tell you that. Well, here. Let's just get a moral statement out here. Moral statements are something either you agree or disagree with. It doesn't matter what your religion is, even though your religion can impact your feelings, your attitude towards this proposition. But let me just sort out you. It's morally. Do you agree with this? It's that. Do you agree or disagree that it's wrong to kill and exploit animals for food or clothing or any other purpose? Either you think that statement is yes. I believe that. I believe it's morally wrong to kill animals for food, harm animals, exploit animals, torture animals, rape animals, impregnate animals for food and dairy, or any other purpose, leather from them. Considering there are alternatives, and not only just okay alternatives, totally awesome alternatives, such as like leather. I have an old Mercedes that I want to sell. If anyone wants to buy a 1981 300D, let me know. The interior on there is what's called Mercedes-Benz Tex, MB Tex, and it's beautiful. It looks flawless. I just rode in the car today. It looks as good as it was probably in 1981. It survived time and it's beautiful. And as far as food goes, you don't need to eat animals in order to be healthy and thriving, or else I should be dead now. I took my 10th year. This fall will be my 10th year as a vegan. And I'm healthier than ever. I can slam dunk at the age of 52. I mean, who goes on that quest at the age of 50? I have my blood tests up here for all of you guys to see. And when I go play basketball at the gym, which I haven't been able to do obviously for the past few months, I'm playing guys that are like in their 20s, their 30s, even like, guys that are in like, 19, 20 years old. And typically I'm beating them. I haven't lost a game of one-on-one in a couple years. I mean, you don't need to eat animal products. You can be vegan and be healthy, athletic, thriving, happy. So yeah, back to the morality of it. Yeah, I find it morally just wrong to kill, exploit animals for food or clothing. You don't have to. There's perfectly fine, healthier foods out there for you. Dom, I'm done with the Long Beach City Council race, if that's what you're asking about. Yeah, like I said, the top two vote getters are in a runoff for the seat in the November election. The other five of us were out. It's done. So I hope that answered your question about the morality of veganism. You don't need religion, just a moral statement. You could be an atheist, a Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, Jainist, worship Norse gods, Egyptian gods, whatever. Either you could see the statement that it's wrong. It's morally wrong. It's wrong to kill and exploit animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. You either agree with that or you disagree. You don't need to drag religion into it. Wilson, that's just a correlation you're making there. That's not cause and effect. There's no studies that show cause and effect between you're trying to draw there. The stronger case for cause and effect with regards to New York City is not that they went into isolation. We went into isolation the same time as New York did. We caught it earlier. What New York has going for it that's different than, say, most everywhere else in the United States is extreme population density. People are just all over each other. Everyone's riding public transportation. People are living really close together here. We were in just as much isolation as New York. So and our outcomes are vastly different. We went down. They were ahead of us. The virus is already spreading there way before, or at least in more vast quantities than what's happening here, and we locked down at the same time as they did. So that's I'm not a epidemiologist, but I mean, just to say they did something and you think that's the cause, it's not so simple as that. Because I'm showing the counterexample of here. But anyway, I don't want to get on to that. I don't want to entertain the pandemic viewers. Okay, let's not bag on religion here, guys. That's not the whole point of this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my camera. Can you guys see me? Hey, guys. Hey, I'm here. Let me see what I can do here. Let me refresh something here, guys. 1 second. I'm gonna go back to my frozen camera and do something. So just hang out one second here. iPhone. 1 second, guys. My bad. I am here. I'm gonna reconnect to my phone, and we're back. We're back on it. All right, cool. Sorry about that. I just saw myself all frozen there. So just wait 1 second. And it's coming back. All right. I look like the aliens guy in the freeze frame. Like which aliens guy? Like from Ancient Aliens? I dig that show. It's pretty fun to watch. All right, we are back. Back stronger than ever. Technology, good thing I'm on it. Some people say you guys are always high when you make videos. Like, no, I mean, when problems happen, you don't want to be high or anything like that. You don't want to be tripping on ayahuasca doing a live stream and all of a sudden your camera freezes. You wouldn't be able to address that and troubleshoot it. The guy with the crazy hair, Giorgio Tsoukalos. Yeah, he's my favorite on the Ancient Aliens show. Yeah, Timothy. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That food, at the market, it's kind of spotty right now, for everyone, Let's see, David, you're trying to get all controversial or provocative here. You asked this earlier. Why is it okay? And you assume it's okay by saying it like that. Why is it okay for vegans to disrupt meat eating establishments? Who said that it was okay, but not okay for carnivores to protest in vegan establishment? I never said it was okay. So, and the thing is too, aren't the vegans, like you're talking about direct action everywhere? Is that what you're talking about? Like, don't they just go and chant some stuff and then they split, right? They don't sit there and start eating broccoli or anything like that, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I just see them, they say a few things. I'm not sure how long they stay, but it's a finite amount of time, and then they peacefully leave. They don't get in people's faces. They don't confront the restaurant goers or the restaurant owners or workers or anything like that. They say their piece, they get out, and it's typically an annoying experience, I guess, for the people viewing it and experiencing it, but I'm getting at, they're not really doing what I've seen some of these anti-vegans do, like going to a vegan place eating some raw meat. I mean, that's a whole nother level there. That's like way worse, so I think you're kind of comparing apples to oranges there, trying to make them all apples when it's apples to oranges. It's a more peaceful, deliberate protest, non-violent, versus someone that's just trying to be an asshole, basically, right? Come on, many of them use bullhorns and block doors. Well, I mean, you're going to have to be specific. Many of them. I'm sure someone in the history of vegan protests has used a bullhorn or blocked a door. I'm saying generally, the ones I have seen, almost always, maybe there's an exception or two in there, but generally speaking, it's peaceful, non-violent. Yeah, they might say some things that are inconvenient or kind of gross or whatever to your average restaurant person, but they're not, at least they're not pulling out food and eating it in their faces or something like that. All right, so Hey, Groovy Lisa, you just make it right now. Yeah, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be on, but yeah, anyone who's came on later, this has been happening for an hour and a half now, can go back to the beginning of the video. I think there's a few minutes in between once I hit end and YouTube processes it and you can watch it. But yeah, this will be up. If you have the link, you will be able to watch it anytime. But I usually take the video off the home page. I make it unlisted. Let's see, what else you guys asking? Let's see, what did ensure before I add here to this discussion? Which is more okay? Words? Okay, which are the people, that go into the restaurants, these vegans, that our friend was talking about here? Words? They go and say words. Or, let's look at the or. A short life of exploitation and a knife in the neck. Yeah, what is worse? A life of exploitation and being killed, or having to hear vegans chant a few phrases for maybe 4 or 5 minutes? What is worse? Perhaps switch places if you feel hard done by and get some perspective. Fit AF Anatomy. What are your thoughts on the argument that there are no vegan tribes in history, therefore it's not human natural diet? There's so much wrong with that argument. First of all, it depends how far back you want to go into history, and I've done many videos about this. Our ancestors, were human, or Homo sapien, Homo erectus right before that, Australopithecus before that. That's where humans came from, Australopithecus, and they ate plants. They start off eating fruits and stuff you can grab with their arms off trees. They later evolved to come down, or no, they just learned, because they're smart, to dig up the tubers out of the ground and cook them, an untapped food source. So if you go back far enough, we have ancestors who ate fully either fruit or cooked fibrous tuber diets, potato type plants. Anyway, that argument, isn't that convincing? It doesn't matter to me what people did say. Like, that was like over 1 million years ago, by the way. I don't care what people ate 10,000 or 40,000 years ago. I mean, even people who try to simulate that on a paleo diet, they're not eating the same plants, the same animals. Those just simply don't exist anymore. If you look at what a cow was like 10,000 years ago, it wasn't even a cow. It's a different animal. So I'm saying, we live in 2020. We don't live in 10,000 BC or 20,000 BC. And that being said, I want to eat better than they did. I mean, the life expectancy of your average person in the Paleolithic era wasn't as good as it is now. So why would I want to model my diet on someone that lived to was lucky to be 40? So again, we're in a different era now. We have more options. We have different foods. So yeah, it seems kind of weird. I don't mimic my diet off Australopithecus from 1.8 million years ago, just like I don't model my diet off how someone ate, 20,000 years ago. It's a weird thing to think of. Like, who really eats like someone did 10,000 years ago? No one does. Those foods just simply don't exist. And who knows? And the thing is, there's no such one thing as the ancient people's diet or the Paleolithic diet. As we know, where you live on the earth, as far as latitude, determines what kind of plants you can grow. There's so many factors. And when and where in the world are we talking about? People like to fantasize about this weird, glamorous past, but you got to be more precise than that. Give me an exact, specific point in time and place in the world and a specific diet. But again, even then, I said, it doesn't really matter, because that's not our food situation now. All right, so what else y'all asking about here? Getting low on my water. All right, what else you guys want to know here? What else you guys want to know before I split? Good point, K.A. Yeah, people like to fantasize about what Paleolithic people eat. They like to fantasize that there were just endless animals everywhere. It's so easy to hunt. But no, they ate a boat ton of plants as well. Early evidence, yeah, I can see why people didn't know that, because like bones preserve through the aeons much better than say potato does. But yeah, once they started examining I forgot what it was, dental fossilized bits in their mouths, they found they were eating plants. Like, I forgot specifically which ones. And again, it depends on what part of the world we're talking about. So this fantasy of like, oh, people just ate all this meat, just plentiful, abundant meat in the past. Good point, Timothy. I'm with you too. Yeah, I eat more. I'm with you too. I eat a wider variety of foods now as a vegan than I ever did in my life. In case someone thinks that we're like restricting, like, no, just give up a couple dumb animals that you don't need to. Well, the animals aren't dumb, but killing them needlessly is. Just don't eat that, and you can eat way more plants than you ever knew about before. Let's see. Yeah, fit AF anatomy. Yeah, we're not in an ice age. Yeah, and again, during ice ages, it wasn't like the ice covered the entire Earth. The equators had nice climates during ice ages. But the thing is, that was, ice ages were in the past. 10,000 years ago was the last time the ice covered most, or 12,000 years ago was the last time ice covered most of the North America. Again, that's not our situation we find ourselves in right now. Everyone has access to a supermarket. Almost everyone, I should say. Most, people have access to food, is what I'm saying. We're not living on the tundra. We're not living in ice overtaking us. So again, I don't want to model how I eat now in 2020 based on how some people ate in an ice age 12,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago. Let's see. Hench Herbivore. Who's this? Am I aware of Will? I'm not sure who he is in his awesome new book, Fiber Fueled. That's good because I saw who was asking about that. I think Fit AF Anatomy was telling me about some research, but I think you probably got from a low carbist source. I haven't checked it out yet, but anyway, it says it's about it's called Fiber Fueled, all about the gut microbiome. That'd be great. I'm sure he'd be down for a live stream. I'll let me grab his name here and put him into my I'll just put him into Google so I'll remember to check him out later. All right. Got him. All right. Oops. Did I make a mistake here? Yes, I did. All right, here I am. I'm back. All right, cool. Thanks for that tip, Paul. Yeah. The microbiome is a lot of research being done in that area, and for Fit AF Fitness, microbiome research is really proving or showing that eating a diet heavy in plants is what produces a healthy microbiome. So much so, I don't know if Fit AF Fitness knows or Anatomy knows that I was on the Doctors. Me and Angie were on the Doctors TV show, I think in 2014, and Dr. Stork was pretty much a big, I thought it was a meat industry shill at the time. Just trying to like poo-poo plant-based diets and talk about eating bacon for breakfast and all this stuff. But I have respect for him because I guess he's not an industry shill because he's been following the research too, showing how beneficial it is to have a diet heavy in plants for the health of your gut. And he's promoting a diet now that is, except for a little bit of meat, it's tons of plants. And for that very, very reason. Okay, cool. Thanks, Paul. The Gut Health MD on Instagram. Cool. Thanks. Yeah. If he doesn't mind coming on our little channel here, I'd love to hear more about from a microbiome specialist. Let's see. More talk about the Ice Age and stuff like that there. Okay, so anyway, Kika, no, I haven't been watching I haven't watched a Freely video probably since like 2015 or something like that. So I cannot comment on anything she's saying. Is she ripping on me or anything like that? I have no idea. She shouldn't. We're all vegans, right? We shouldn't attack each other. Let's see. I need a little more water here. Well, it's time for me to start heating up that soup pretty soon. What's that, race lover? We all should be growing as much of our own vegan food as reasonably possible, which just means it's growing plants, You know, it depends how much time and energy and space has to grow plants. It is a lot of work. Cool, Fit AF Anatomy. I'm glad you appreciated my answers. I tried to answer them as best as I could. I'd let you know if something was something, you know, if the question you asked was outside of my realm of expertise. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, cool. Well, keep track of our channel, Fit AF Anatomy, if you like what we're saying here. I follow an evidence-based approach, which means, you know, I back my claims up with peer-reviewed science. I just don't make stuff up. I don't fantasize. I keep it real, and I show you my personal results as well. So it's kind of a little bit of all that. And then my wife Angie, if you guys seen, you know, she shows some of the other aspects to being vegan as well. But me, I specialize in the evidence stuff and what I'm doing, how I've been staying healthy and fit for you know, nearly 10 years now. Now I'm 52 years old vegan too. So anyway, cool. Let's see. Okay, you know, freely loves us. Okay, cool. I know she can get kind of like, you know, attacking. Okay, so she loves us, and what'd you say there? She's been doing great response videos on non-vegan celebrities. Yeah, I think that she used to do a lot of that when I watched her in the past. That seems like her wheelhouse. So that's cool. Awesome. Adrian wants to know, did I ever have a trainer when I started lifting weights? No, I mean, no, I never had a person I really worked with. I've had a few friends that have given me some pointers over time, try to get the form right. And you know what helps with form too, I've learned, is actually just filming yourself, because you have no idea what you're looking like. You know, as long as you kind of know what the form should look like, you know, if you film yourself like I have and then you watch it back later, I go, ooh, wow, yeah, that's off. But then, you know, it's awkward for me too, because I'm 6'4.5", so, you know, the form form is tougher for many lifts when you're of my height. So I'm aware of that. So I try to find some help online, like, you know, try to find, like, you know, how you know, whatever lift I'm working on, see how like taller athletes approach it, because usually there's tweaks, or trying to find a different variation of a lift that's easier on the anatomy for someone with longer limbs. Let's see, what else you guys want to... Let's see, so I see some talk about cats, and Inch Herbivore says he has a video about how our vegan cats can't stop. Okay, check that out, guys, if you want to see some information on veganism and cats and all. How come there isn't a vegan camp out in the US? I don't know, Travis. Maybe we should start one next year. Not this year. We had thought about it before, because you guys know we go camping pretty much every October, and we always thought, what would it be like if other people came, you know, because we kind of go there, again, we're really kind of like introverts. We go there in October because it's the perfect time to go, because most everyone's gone, the summer crowds have gone, just like a few like hardcore appreciators of nature are there, and we just kind of go there to, like, you know, recharge ourselves spiritually and stuff. So anyway, yeah, we'll think about that. Maybe if we did do it somewhere a little easier to get to, because it is kind of a pain in the butt to get out to where we go camping. Let's see. Kay wants to know, how tall are my parents? They're not tall like me, I'll tell you that. I want to mention too, guys, we have brand new t-shirts. I got to show you our shirts here. Whoa, that's Happiest Vegan on Earth. That's let me get to... Gosh, where's our website, guys? I'm totally tripping. Yikes. I want to show you our new shirts, if I could get there. All right, 1 second. All right, let me take you to our website. I want to show you our new shirts, guys. Did you guys see them on our social media? Okay, there's our website, and I've already subscribed. Let me show you the new muscle tee that we got here, guys. Here we go. Oops, Jikes, where'd it go? There we go. Brand new Happy Healthy Vegan muscle tee. In case you guys are looking for some new shirts for the summer here. We've never had this before. Kind of looks like something we've had. We've never had a muscle tee with our old school logo on it. And yeah, I'm really digging these. I want to get some more, because I want to wear them like more often, like, you know, more than just having one shirt, you know. So check them out. They're brand new. And also too, guys, if you are in need of learning how to make some plant-based, some vegan recipes while you guys are on lockdown. Interested in learning more about eating vegan, check out our book. We're going to keep it at half price. That's $6.50. We're going to keep it at that price for the duration of the pandemic. So check it out there. $6.50. Keep it carb, baby. And we got the brand new muscle teas. So yeah, just thought I'd mention it now at the 1 hour and 48-minute mark. I'm not trying to like just turn this into a commercial or anything. Just thought some of you guys might be interested. I know we've already sold quite a few. Angie posted some photos on our Instagram. Make sure you follow Happy Healthy Vegan on Instagram because that's Angie's baby. She's working on that all the time. She posted a bunch of photos. I think it was yesterday, and I just packed up a bunch of orders. I should mention that. If you order tonight, I will pack your order up and get it out with tomorrow's mail because I already packed up a bunch of stuff earlier before coming on, and I'll put it out tomorrow. So if you want any shirts really quickly, get down there, order it, and happyhealthyvegan.org. All right, so what else you guys talking about before I split? What's a good question? Ryan, please answer. Let's see. Okay, Catalina Hernandez. People who eat meat would normally be thrown away from restaurants, markets, huh? Okay, no, people who eat what would normally be thrown. I'm not sure. What's the question there? Maybe I missed this. What are my thoughts? Oh, you're talking about freegans. I've never really thought about freegans, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's the definition of it there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have a thought either way. It's just kind of ambivalent about that. I've always said, I don't care what someone eats as a vegan, as long as they're not contributing to the suffering, torture, exploitation, and murder of animals, cool. If you want to be a freegan, cool. If you want to be a fruitarian, cool. If you want to eat whole food plants based mainly like we do, cool. If you want to be a junk food vegan, eat Oreos and French fries all day, cool. The animals don't care what kind of vegan you are, they don't. It doesn't matter to them. So yeah, that's how vegan works for you. Awesome. Sounds like it'd be a lot of work though. Maybe I'm wrong, but that just sounds like it'd be a lot of effort to do. So, but maybe some people that's their only option. So that's cool. Whatever it takes, No judgment. Yeah, I should mention. Yeah, I saw someone mention the cookbook is awesome. Our cookbook, Keep It Carb, baby. All we have left is the ebook, man, because the print book is gone. We are sold out of the print book. And I'm not sure when we will have it back. So all we have left is, for now, the ebook on sale for 50% off. And that's instant download. If you want to get that, you'll just get that immediately. So let's see. What else you guys asking here? Did I miss any questions while I went on that little rap there? Let's see. The Dark Vegan. What's my favorite film or films? Depends. I like older stuff. I like newer stuff. Older stuff, it depends how far back in time we want to go, but Japanese director Kurosawa, I love his films. They're so beautiful, particularly Rashomon. But yeah, pretty much every Kurosawa film I've seen is amazing. And a director from the 60s and 70s and onward who's been influenced by Kurosawa, Werner Herzog, German. His movies from like the early 70s, like Aguirre, The Wrath of God. It's an amazing movie. Fitzgeraldo. Movies about obsessed narcissists, and they're cool. Modern movies that have I've really liked a lot. I've talked about this one from Jarmusch. It's called Only Lovers Left Alive, starring Tom Hiddleston. It's you know him from, he's Loki, I think, in those Marvel Comics things. I haven't seen those. Check that out. Only Lovers Left Alive. It's about a group of vampires, two of them, a couple like me and Angie. And I watched that movie. I just relate so much to Hiddleston. He's just like this weird reclusive musician who makes this ethereal dream pop music and is kind of bummed at how most people in the world are. And I know a lot of vegans relate to that. Like, how come people can't see that we all need to start really considering how we're destroying the planet, and then the role that animal agriculture has into destroying our own planet. And they're, in that movie, since they're vampires, they were bummed that the humans are destroying their own blood. They're polluting their own blood because they're just living such kind of like unhealthy lifestyle. So I can totally relate to that movie. So check that out. Only Lovers Left Alive. I have tons of other favorite movies I like too, like say Easy Rider. There's a bunch of others I love a lot, but those are ones that come to mind right now. Let's see, any vegan grocery stores in California? I'm not aware of any fully vegan grocery stores, so I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. Yeah, Sergio. If you're one, yeah, good point to David Riggs there. Yeah, I mean, besides my channel where I debunk a lot of misinformation about vegan diets, Mike the Vegan does the same thing too. Yeah, him and I kind of similar approaches as far as evidence-based information about vegan diets, and yeah, I think he goes even more into the science than I do typically. But yeah, check it out. Check out Mike the Vegan. Check out my channel, our channel here, Happy Healthy Vegan. What do you say there about Mike? Cites lots of studies debunking common myths like where'd it go? I just lost your thing. Like meat is a superfood thing. Yeah, exactly. All right, what else you guys asking? All right, cool. Yeah, good positive vibes there. Can't stop lying. Thank you. I hope everyone is doing well in these crazy times right now. Oh, hey, Lisa, happiest vegan on earth. Let's see. You were my most recent guest. I haven't had anyone else on since you. Maybe I'll stop there. Now I'm just going. Let's see. What'd you say? There are a couple of smaller vegan markets in LA. Oh, I wasn't aware of that. Organics and Besties. Okay, cool. Right, cool. I knew someone would know if I was wrong. I didn't think there were any. All right, awesome. Shows you how much I leave LA now, because it's like such a vegan paradise out in our little area here of Long Beach, and there's so many good vegan restaurants and options. It's like in the past it's like, oh, we want to eat, like go to a vegan restaurant. We'd have to go to like far away. We'd have to go to Los Angeles or Hollywood or maybe somewhere in Orange County like Irvine or something like that. Now, hey, Long Beach has more vegan restaurants than all of them, so we just kind of stay in our little neck of the woods here. Let's see, Bob Roberts. Yeah, I'm not sure who you're replying that to. Was someone wondering if a vegan diet is healthful or nutritionally adequate? And it is, because as you cite there, the American Dietetics Association, who have changed their name to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, after reviewing the peer-reviewed scientific literature on the matter, came to the conclusion that vegan diets are healthful and nutritionally adequate for people of all ages, all phases of life, from birth to old age, and actually have some beneficial effects as far as not getting ill or not dying from the leading causes of death. So yeah, you don't have to wonder. This is a known fact. Yeah, you're like us, Lisa. Don't make it to LA very often. Yeah, there's really not much point anymore, unless you have to be there for a certain thing like work or whatever. Oh, the meat eater guy was wondering. Okay, cool. So now we have told him, Bob, we have told him that it's nothing to wonder about. This is a known scientific fact. And the American Dietetics Association, the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics, same group. They're not just like some weird fringe vegan like propaganda group. They are the world's largest organization of health professionals. So it's not just like some weird fringe group or something like that. This is a serious, legit group here that's saying that vegan diets are well, it's appropriately planned, meaning they're not saying just eat like potato chips and Oreos and you'll be healthy and all that. It's an appropriate planned diet, and what they mean by that is eating a wide, diverse array of plants, like how we recommend here. I mean, it doesn't have to be crazy diverse, but not just monoing a food or two. Let's see. what am I missing here? What are you saying there to Riggs Carmine words? You've been a vegan for 2 years and feel great. Are you supposed to die soon? Yeah, I mean, this will be my 10th year vegan, and my blood tests that I put up every 12 to 18 months show that I'm healthy. The fact that I'm so athletic at my age, consider I was never like a hardcore athlete. I didn't play sports professionally or in college or anything like that. The fact that I can slam dunk at 52, it's not, vegan diet isn't holding me back or deteriorating me in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, Game Changers is a good thing to watch. Yeah, I mean, just look at me as a lame version of the Game Changers. 10 years vegan, 52-year-old slam dunking, great health, great blood tests, as I put up here. I mean, and I'm not the only one that can have like a resume like that as a vegan. How do you get your baby, infant, or toddler to eat a vegan diet? I don't know. I've never had a baby, but your baby will eat what you give them. In fact, I've been watching some of my nieces and nephews when they were babies, and that's what their parents are giving them. They're giving them a bunch of fruit. Yeah, they're happy. It's not like they give them some blueberries and the kid runs away crying, freaking out. No, they're loving it. In fact, I remember sitting there eating with one of them, just munching blueberries together. I go, this is so cool. I can't believe I'm eating a bunch of blueberries with my little nephew here. Do I eat bread with my soup? Sometimes. And tonight, if there's not a lot of soup left, maybe I'll get a slice or two of bread out. We'll see how much soup is left from last night. Tish Wonders? I don't know who Tish Wonders is. She loses teeth. Why does she lose teeth for? Is she a vegan or not vegan? Let's see. Yeah, we grow some of our own food, be vegan now. We used to have 200 square feet of a community garden plot a few years back, but we gave it up. It's just a lot of work. It made me appreciate the great food and hard work that our local farmers put into their craft. So we said, all right, we're just going to support our farmers because, yeah, it just kind of became a full-time job. I wouldn't be able to make videos and, as much as I do now. I'd have to really change my life around is what I'm saying. So I said, well, that's a lot of time. I appreciate it, but we have a few things growing in our yard. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. So Sergio answers their question here. I have two cousins, vegan from birth. They never crave meat, nor do their parents. Like I said, yeah, if you're feeding your baby, why would they crave something they've never had before? As I'm saying, the babies, even like these nephews now who are not vegan, when they were babies, they were vegan. They're just eating a bunch of fruit and stuff that I'm eating. So why would they want something that's not vegan? Because that's what they're eating. Wow, can't stop lying. Your dentist is impressed with your teeth so much that he is considering going vegan. See that refutes that person I was on earlier saying that vegans are all losing their teeth, and we never saw any particular evidence. I was asking for it. Like, who was he talking about specifically? Carnists have vitamin BS. That's a good one, Rays. You should be a comic. Really. CM Punk asked a very important question as far as guitar choice. Telecaster or Stratocaster? Well, why make the choice? Because we have Telecaster, we have Stratocaster, so it's not an either or. It depends what you want to do, what you're going for, what kind of tone you're trying to get. Both have amazing tones. Depends, not all. Some guitars are duds, but if it's a decently made guitar, yeah. I've never met a Tele or Strat I haven't really disliked or anything. Let's say. Anyway, let's keep going on here. I don't want to turn this into too much of a music thing tonight. I gotta go. I'm starting to feel really lightheaded. It's the vegan brain fog. I know it's just called hunger. Do we eat vegan butter? Very, very rarely. Yeah, we got some Miyoko's butter at during the holidays last year, and used it for a few recipes then. But yeah, we haven't had any since. Actually, in fact, Angie forgot she had it. She found it in the fridge like 2 months ago. We were opening a vegan cuts box. In fact, watch our video from yesterday, the vegan cuts box opening. Really fun. People loved our little. We're just having a nice, fun time, just chilling with you guys. Anyway, yeah. Fortunately, we had a little bit of that butter left over, so we could make one of the recipes I called for. But yeah, when we do it, we get Let's see. We get the Miyokos. Let's see. Travis, Mustang or Jaguar? How about Jazzmaster? Can we throw that in there instead? Yeah, I've never been a Mustang or Jaguar guitar guy. I don't know. It just never appealed to me, but a Jazzmaster would be kind of fun to have. Let's see, Johnny Boy, I need B12. Well, have you seen my last blood test, Johnny Boy? Actually, Johnny Boy, if I need B12, you got to tell me what your B12 levels are. Do you have a B12 test that you can share the results with? Because it'd be kind of ironic if your B12 levels are like lower, like say a lot lower than the guy you're telling to take B12. So anyway, tell me what your B12 levels are, Johnny Boy. If you even know them. For all you know, you're deficient as F, maybe, right? We don't know. Catalina, what about kids that have allergies? Well, I've never met a kid. I mean, maybe there is a rare kid or two out there that's allergic to every plant in the world. I mean, it's like anyone that has an allergy. Just figure out what foods you're allergic to. And one way to do that is to kind of narrow it down to like one food and then build from there. So yeah, I mean, the same thing would apply to a kid on any diet, I imagine. But yeah, I mean, I've never heard of a person, a human that's an infant or whatever that's allergic to all plants. I mean, if that's your situation, go see a doctor. I mean, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not going to give you any advice that's going to be, you know, of potential harm to a baby. But I mean, you're bringing a really odd question, a very specific question, I should say, that needs a medical doctor to answer that. You're just kind of making a hypothetical. What if the kid's allergic to every plant in the world? I don't know. Go find out. What's the name of that allergy? It should have a name, I imagine, if it's that common. Let's see. Say Race Lever has some allergy advice down there, so check that out. He's the one with the blue name and the blue wrench next to his name, our moderator. He has trouble typing sometimes, but he's doing a fine job. And Produce Not Pills raises a good point. There's like 3,000, I thought it was even more than that, edible plants that a person can eat. So I don't think any person would be allergic to every plant out there. It's just kind of an interesting thought experiment, but I've never heard of that. If I've been following this for a long time, veganism and diet, I've never seen any or disease or condition where someone's allergic to every plant. Let's see. Kate wants to know, did I want to play basketball because I was tall? I mean, I've done lots of sports, and I've noticed some benefit taller players and some benefit shorter players, such as like running. Running is, you want to be short, you want to be a smaller person, you want to carry a low amount of weight. You don't see like elite distance runners with my size. So, and surfing too. Typically, surfers are smaller and lighter, and skateboarders too. I've done all these sports, so but then there's other sports I play where my height is a huge advantage, like in basketball and tennis. So it all depends. I kind of go back and forth and do different sports and realize that my body is either an asset or a liability or not an asset, depending on what sport I'm doing. So I'm cool with that. At least I understand how it all works, how physiology, and even in lifting too. It's better to be a shorter, squatter body than have long limbs. Oops, I just hit a button there I didn't mean to hit. Okay, all right, so let's see, where are we at here? 2 hours, 7 minutes. I'm gonna be going pretty soon. So if you have any good questions for me, guys, here, let's do it. Let's do it now. See if we have any good, solid questions here. All right, I'm waiting. Come on, good questions. Let's get some good questions here. I guess there's like a 10-second lag too, so I understand that. All right, let's see. I guess I'll find some old ones. Favorite Disney or Nickelodeon show? I don't have one. I don't really watch Disney or Nickelodeon. Favorite video game? Diablo 2? You guys know what that is? Where do babies come from? The stork. Let's see. My favorite drink of choice. Angie's Black Forest smoothie from Keep It Carved is up there. And Dole Whips at Disneyland, and the green and blue juices at Star Wars Galaxy, or blue and green milks, I should say, at the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But yeah, Black Forest smoothie, which is, smoothie with cherries, and Dole Whips. Or are you talking about alcoholic drinks? Let's see. Well, I saw this earlier. Do you know what holds our family members back from going vegan? I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. It's all an individual thing. I don't think it's anything about us. I just think, for whatever reasons they're interested. But I'm not sure. For me, I can understand because I kind of dilly-dallied for a while too. If one day I just said, F this, I'm going to just be vegan. I'm just not going to make any excuses. I'm not going to look back. I'm going forward on this vegan journey. And here I am now, almost 10 years later. So I think that's it. You just need to have that moment of just like extreme conviction where you feel like, there's no reason why I should continue supporting the industries that kill and exploit animals for food and clothing when you don't need to do that. So I think it's having that kind of realization, a real just moment of clarity. Cool, Dark Vegan. When you get paid, you're going to get our ebook. Awesome. It'll still be half price unless you're getting paid like 2 years from now or something. But we're going to keep it for half price for the duration of the pandemic. Right here. Keep It Car Baby ebook, $6.50, half price. It's an amazing deal. Thoughts on capitalism. We were talking about that earlier, Darth Vegan. So I don't know. I don't have enough time right now, but I did talk a lot about the unfair corporate subsidies, the socialism for the corporations that exploit animals. That's the why meat is cheaper in this country because of those subsidies. So we talked a bit about that, how it's not truly capitalism in that sense. Why aren't potatoes being subsidized? Why isn't Beyond Meat being subsidized? Let's see. Let's see. What else you guys asking here? Let's see, not really a question, but Groovy Lisa makes a great statement that just being vegan is the best thing you can do for yourself. It's not only the best thing you can do for yourself, it's the best thing you can do for animals, so that we don't need to raise and kill 80 billion animals a year. It's the best thing you can do for the environment so that you and your children and grandchildren and all other living creatures on this planet will have a beautiful world to live on when, now and into the future. It's just a good decision all the way around. So should Beyond Meat be subsidized? I'm not advocating that Beyond Meat should be subsidized, even though there is some argument for it possibly being a new industry and all the competition it faces. Why is the long-time entrenched, super well-funded corporate interest being subsidized? That's what I want to know. Why? There's no need for that. Let's see. Let's see. I see Sergio giving some more advice for Catalina there about the babies that might have some allergies to plants. So check out what Sergio's saying there. Vegan Cronus, thoughts about, how there's meat plant, slaughterhouse problems right now. And what are there's been euthanizing of animals as a result. I mean, so that sucks. Hopefully, right now, the business that breeds these livestock animals into existence is putting that on hold or severely cutting back. Because that's how I tell people it will happen. Like the world going vegan. It's not going to be like overnight. People say, well, if everyone went vegan, what would happen to all those animals? Like, it just wouldn't happen overnight. They wouldn't have like all these, like a billion animals, and all of a sudden everyone went vegan and there's nothing to do with them. It would happen over time due to supply and demand forces, and that's what's happening right now. There's not as, they can't process, they can't slaughter animals as in the quantities that they're used to. So it would not make any sense to breed these animals into existence. So that's what needs. That's what's going on. It's making a dent, like I said it would. Exactly how I said it would. Supply and demand affects that. I didn't think it would happen through a virus like this, but anyway. Yeah, there's a good point, Can't Stop Lying. If we want an even playing field, yeah, Beyond Meat would end up being cheaper than it is now, being cheaper than meat. All right, Catalina, I mean, if that's the biggest issue, is that a hypothetical kid, you haven't given us an example like someone you know personally. If a hypothetical kid might have trouble being vegan, okay, accept that. How does that affect you from being vegan? That's what I'd like to know if you're assuming you're not vegan. You're just making up like, an example, a really extreme example of a child, a baby who's allergic to every plant on Earth, which would kind of be impossible because there's so many of them. But let's just say that's so. Say there's a baby out there that can't eat any of the plants in the world. How would that stop you from being vegan? Let's get to reality here, specifics, as opposed to a hypothetical, not real situation. Let's hear the answer to that. I'd like to know how that would prevent you from being vegan. How does a hypothetical example prevent you from being vegan? Philip Seaman. Yeah, that's a typical question. Animal welfare. Yeah, that's a thought that some of us might cringe at as vegans, I don't know. I mean, it's coming from a good place, but truly, if you want to improve animal welfare, don't eat them and don't support the industries that breed them into existence for food and clothing or any other purpose. Okay, so Catalina, let's see. It's a vegan question because your daughter eats very well, lots of plants, fermented beans, but it's very difficult to get the amount of calories and nutrition. Okay, but I want to know, are you vegan, Catalina? I'd like to know. Let's see. Difficult to get the amount of calories. So is your daughter allergic to certain foods, I wonder? Because I thought we were talking about a hypothetical person. Let's see. That's a good point, Stinky Dinky. Do carnivore babies even exist? Huh? Good point. So that is your daughter. So your daughter's allergic to all these foods? I mean, you just said she can eat a decent amount of foods. Um, she eats very well, lots of plants, but it's very difficult to get the amount of calories and nutrition. Well, calories is one thing. I mean, if she can eat plants and she's not getting enough calories, I mean, this happens with new vegans, so it's the same advice here. I would say, again, I'm not a nutritionist, but this is what I've learned. If you can eat foods, plant foods, and you feel like you're not getting enough calories, you just need to eat more of them. That's that's that. I mean, instead of putting a little pile of beans on your plate, put a bigger pile. Instead of putting a small pile of rice, put more rice. Whatever food it is, put a little bit more of it. That's how you'll meet your caloric needs. I mean, again, I'm not a doctor. I've never met your daughter. I don't know all the particulars of your situation, but that's how it's worked out for me and countless others. So that's my advice there because it's worked for me. And Can't Stop Lying. Yeah, if you're really concerned about calories, yeah, get the high caloric ones like nuts, seeds, stuff like that. Tons of calories in your nuts and seeds. Well, Catalina, I'm just curious. What is preventing your daughter from eating just a little bit more of what she's eating? I don't understand. Can you tell me that? If she thinks she's not getting enough calories, what's stopping her from eating a little bit more of what she's eating? I'm just having trouble making that connection. Is there she physically can't eat anymore? Because so that means she's full, and therefore it sounds like she's getting enough calories. I've never heard of someone getting full and not getting enough calories. So yeah, tell me. I'd like to hear what's physically preventing her from eating more of these foods that she eats. Okay. He would be famous. The first carnivore baby. Gosh, I'm kind of dreading the first person trying that. It probably has been tried by now, knowing how crazy the world is. Vegan Cronish. No, we have enough animals here. Between our animals and the ones that come and visit us, the Angie's animal friends, we're good. We already devote enough time each day to animals and their needs. Race lever, great point there, race lever. How come I didn't think about that? Because that's what I do every day. I'm going to quote him there. Can smash in a lot of calories in a delicious smoothie. Myself, for example, if I put in like 9 bananas, some strawberries, I'm getting at least 900 calories in my smoothie. So that's one way to easily ingest, if that's the right word, a lot of calories is a smoothie. So I would say, yeah, maybe give your daughter, if that's her true condition, give her a smoothie every day. That'll, whatever she's eating now, that'll bump her calorie level up all that much. Smoothie gains. There you go. You got it. Yeah, I'm with you, Jim. Yeah, if you're eating a healthy vegan diet and not like trying to undereat for whatever reasons, like, calorie restricted or anything like that, yeah, you should be far from malnourished. That's my blood test. That's my whole experience here has shown me. Oh, there's some good advice there. Chronometer, in case Catalina hasn't heard of it. Yeah, check out Chronometer. And you can get an idea of not only the calories, but all the nutrients, macro, micro, minerals, and all your food. So check that out. Catalina, I've seen that. I know how young kids can be really picky and finicky about their food. I see that happen with our nieces and nephews. So no, I have compassion for that. I've never had to feed them. They're not mine, but I know what it's like. I've seen it. So yeah, I'm not sure if making them not vegan, having them eat not vegan food is the answer. If they're like not liking their coconut yogurt one day, then give them something else. Give her a banana. Make some beans or rice or something like that. I'm just saying, try some different foods. Make a smoothie for them. But I'm not sure if going non-vegan's the answer. But again, I would discuss this with a plant-based nutritionist, a plant-based doctor. Rather than, I say get some professional advice on this is what I would suggest. But yeah, I would suggest one that's not going to have any vegan biases. If you can find a doctor who's not vegan that doesn't have biases, I just say that because a lot of doctors are, unfortunately, they hear the word vegan and think, oh my God, malnutrition and all this stuff. So yeah, I would get the advice of someone who actually knows what they're talking about when it comes to eating a lot of plants and see what they say. And I'll give you my tips here. Yeah, racer, you got it true. Yeah, children are picky. Yeah, you got that. Please do a collab video with Earthling Ed. Yeah, any of you guys have a good way to contact Earthling Ed? Met him once at LA Veg Fest a couple years ago, but I didn't get like his email or anything like that. So if any of you guys have a way to contact Earthling Ed, let me know. I'd love to have him on as a guest. So if you do, just go to our website there, happyhealthyvegan.org, and send us a message on the contact page, or if you could try to send us a message on social media too. But I think the website's probably the best way. So if anyone has a good way to contact Earthling Ed, let me know. I'd love to have him on. That's a great idea. Oh, vegan cronist. Yeah, Sergio said, I said vegan nutritionist or a vegan medical doctor. Either one, just one. I just say that because a lot of non-vegan medical doctors and health professionals have some just really incorrect biases about the healthfulness or lack thereof, they think, of a vegan diet. They don't know about the American Dietetics Association position. They don't know about the countless studies that show vegan diets are nutritionally adequate for people in all phases of life. So that's why I want to suggest, if you don't have a vegan doctor or nutritionist, at least a doctor who understands and doesn't have all these biases. That's why I just don't want you to go to a doctor that says, oh, you're vegan, oh, you got to quit that, or your daughter's got to quit that. I want someone who actually knows, doesn't make a knee-jerk reaction based on some kind of fear or just lack of knowledge about plant-based diets. So yeah, check that out. I would strongly recommend trying to find a vegan or plant-based doctor or nutritionist, or at least a non-biased one. One that's not biased against veganism. All right, so I guess now might be a good time to go, I think. Yeah, it's been 2 hours, 23 minutes, and I'm hungry. I'm going to go start our soup from last night. So anyway, I've been vegan almost 10 years, 9 years, and 9.5 years for Yulia there. In fact, if you just joined, I'll leave this stream up so you can click it. If you have the link, if you got the link through being a subscriber, you got a notification or whatever, the link will remain for you. I will make this video unlisted in a couple hours, so it won't be on our homepage. But yeah, watch it if you just joined. We talked about a wide variety of stuff this evening. I'm not sure when my next live stream will be. And I'm going to try to get some guests on. Like I said, if you guys have Earthling Ed, send me his contact. I'd love to have him on. That'd be awesome. And Joey Carbstrong too, for that matter. I'm going to get some of these guys on. I just don't know how to contact them. So thanks, guys. You guys have been cool. Race Lever, and I know Tracy was on earlier as our moderator. Race Lever and Tracy, thank you so much. So if you're watching later on, Tracy, thanks again. And Race Lever, thanks so much as always for your great moderation and your great wit in the comments. And you guys have been cool. Oh, Uncle Walt. Good night to you, Uncle Walt. Our only family member that kind of watches on a somewhat regular basis. So that's awesome. All right, guys, it's been a lot of fun, but Ryan is hungry, so I'm going to go get that happening now, get our soup on the stove, and much love to you guys. I'm not sure what my next video will be. Angie's working on a vlog right now, and she has an Angie's Animal Friends in the works too, but I think we'll have a vlog out later this week. What's that, babe? What about Angie's Animal Friends? Oh, wow, she says she's halfway through another Angie's Animal Friends, so I guess I don't need these anymore. So yeah, be on the lookout for some more cool Angie videos. And I don't have any video topics, so if you have any good ideas for me, you can contact me off the website. I know you guys have been saying some stuff all day, so you can contact off the website. Race Lever has the link down there in the chat over there. No, this way. And or you can try to contact us off Twitter or even Instagram. Even that goes to Angie. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot, guys. You guys have been awesome, and I will see you soon. So let's keep on being vegan, guys. Bye-bye. Much love.